What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Today we have a special guest. We have DIY Vapor in his house. But hold on, I gotta switch over his audio so he can hear you. Or you can hear him, actually. Yeah, they still can't. No, not yet. Hold on. Desktop audio. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, some reason, I don't know why it makes me do it. There has to be like an easier way so it's like more fluid, but... Alright, speak. I can hear you chopping your gums.
Oh, you fucker. Yeah, you son of... I should have thought about that. I was mouthing the words if you got me now.
I heard this.
I should have. Oh, damn it. Oh, I was going to try and make out that I never had no sound here and just watch you mess for ages, John.
Yeah, I guess it would get me back for trying to act like I was frozen. I was like this when I first called. When he first called, it was like this. I was trying to stay still, and I couldn't keep the composure.
You've done a good job, though, because I honestly thought it was frozen.
Like, it's that moment where like you're about to smile and you're just like, you can't do it. You're like, oh, damn it.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, folks, how you doing? This is the third week in a row, John. We broke a record.
I know. It's good. It's good. A lot of good things happening. Not
that it's ever your end. It's always me that can't make it. But no,
I don't know. Today was one of those days where I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come on camera. I'm telling you. I already kind of discussed it with you, but things went better than I thought, so I'm not in a really bad mood. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so things went good. Oh, Joshua Vapes is in the house. Joshua Vapes had a live stream the other day, and I poked in on it. If you guys don't know who Joshua Vapes is, give him a check out. He does like some coil building. He does some DIY e-juice. He does just all like vape stuff. So, you know, give him a check out. He's a pretty cool dude.
I'm going to his channel right now.
He's a fellow New Englander. I think he's in Boston.
Okay, I've subscribed. I'll go back and check it out later.
Yeah, so crazy things happening, man. Like, I got all these liquid barn things on deck to do reviews for. I already started doing some of the filming. I got some Adore e-liquid stuff coming up, which is really exciting. I did already make some of the concentrates, the steep, because it's gonna be. I'm doing a one-shot video, and I wanted it to be from Adore e-liquid because, like, she always helps the community. It would be the perfect one to have on my channel for a one-shot video.
Right.
And I started to pre-steep them, and then, you know, me and Dawn were talking, and she's like, oh, well, I should have sent you some of the regular ones that were already steeped just so you could compare them to the ones you make at home. And I'm like, well, that's a good idea. I'm waiting for these ones to steep as it is, so if you send them, we'll still have enough time. So I'm waiting on those to come. She sent them in the mail yesterday, I think. So, yeah, I can't wait to do that one. That one's an exciting video for me. A lot of the ones I've already taken, like, sneak peeks of, like, tastes of them, and they're really good flavors.
Cool.
Really good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm chomping at the bit to get the Delosi stuff done, but I haven't got the winners their stuff yet because Delosi is in Florida. And yeah, Irma paid him a little visit. He said it's not, they ain't too bad. I think he said he was still without power. But apart from that, it was just some branches and shit down in the parking lot and things. But it looks like they got away with everything else.
Oh, he must have been on, like, the East Coast, luckily.
Right. So, yeah, I really want to get that. You know, that's been a long time. And it's been my fault. I kind of dragged it on a bit because there was a couple of recipes I was trying to perfect and I didn't quite have them. So it's my fault.
Yeah, I was lucky. I just heard from my family down in Florida, and luckily they got all fine. See, I was worried about my family in Florida because when I went down there, they brought us down there, me and my wife, and we had a little mini vacation, like, was it a year ago or 2 years ago? And they live, like, right off water. Like, I mean, and it was, like, so close, and then they were talking about possible, like, 12-foot storm surges and everything. I thought for sure, like, they might have an issue, but luckily they didn't get... I don't think they got as big of a storm surge as they first forecasted, luckily. So,
right.
It was good.
Yeah, my mother-in-law's down there in Palm Bay as well. Not that far from the sea, but, you know, a couple of miles maybe.
It's like a wonderful place down there. It's like another world.
Mm-hmm.
Paradise.
Whereabouts are you, John?
Me?
I know I've asked you this before. I've asked you probably 5 times.
Where I live?
Yeah,
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay, that's the smallest state in the U.S., isn't it?
Yeah.
So I kind of see. I've been here 14 years. I'm starting.
No,
I know
that's
some
good.
stuff.
No, that's
I know
really
the biggest
good.
and the
I'm
smallest, and that's pretty good.
I'm impressed. Usually it's like when you say Rhode Island, they're like, New York?
Right.
Because I guess they might think I'm saying Long Island or something. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you call them telemarketers, especially if they're from overseas. You tell them you're from Rhode Island, they're like, oh, New York. And I'm like, no, Rhode Island.
Well, Stuart said don't try my lettuce juice in my last video because it made my hair fall out.
DIY
Yeah.
E-Juice University. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I finally had enough of my hair, and I said to my wife and daughter the other night, I said, I'm going to go shave my head. And they just looked at me, so I shaved my head. I do it every now and again.
Me too. I didn't shave it, like take a razor blade to it, but I just shaved it with the buzzer all the way off. Like, that's what I do, because usually I wear hats and I'm kind of balding, so it's just like,
Yeah,
I might get to the point where
clippers.
I might get to the point where I just take a razor blade to it, because it's getting there, man. And I
My
wonder what
buddy
it
does.
looks like.
He's got a shiny head. He must shave that all the damn time.
Wax the top of your head, make it nice and shiny. No, speaking of DIY E-Juice University, have you checked out his channel? He has a good DIY channel too.
Do you know what? I think I have.
And he has one of the biggest groups in DIY. I would say it's probably around the second largest.
Oh yeah, DIY. Yep, I have watched him many times.
Yeah,
I don't know why
people over there. Awesome people over there.
Okay. I did subscribe as well. I thought I was already subscribed to him. I've watched him several times.
So this is a good topic to speak of, okay? And let's say this in a way where it's not naming names or not anything like that, but how do you feel about people asking for clones in your group?
Me?
Yes, like say, and you have a Facebook group, I have a Facebook group.
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely fine about it. People want them all the time. They come in and they say, oh, I've tried this new thing. Just say it's Dinner Ladies Lemon Tart or something. Oh, Dinner Ladies Lemon Tart. Does anyone know where to get a clone from it? Because the first thing they do is ask in the group and they don't Google it. So people say, have you Googled it? And then other people will Google it for them, bring it up. But if it's something they haven't done, then they may ask me. Not very often in the group. It's normally on the live feeds. If you've done this, would you clone it and stuff like that? And I've always said, send it to me and I'll clone it for you, which I've done now 3 times in a row. I better not say that I can do it every time because that ain't going to happen, but I've done the last 3. But I'm fine with people coming in and asking that because it's part of what we do. You know, we've all got favorite juices and we try and emulate them.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel. Now, kind of like elaborating on that. Now, if somebody was to ask you in the group, like, put it this way, do you mind people asking that, like, maybe hasn't tried to clone it themselves? Like, instead of being like, oh, hey, I tried this, I tried that, do you care if they didn't try and if they just, like, bluntly ask you? Or does it matter how they ask you?
I have always taken it as they haven't tried.
Okay.
Like they've tasted this juice and don't really know how to do it, or some of them I don't even know if they've actually got in the DIY yet. There's some people in the group that have only just started. They just ordered their first flavors, and I think some people that are asking are the ones that, oh, maybe I can make my own, but I want this juice here, so let's see if I can do it.
That's exactly what I think. To me, it's like it's a majority of new people or people considering just about to get into DIY. What I think it is it's people who are just like, oh hey, I just found out I can mix my own juice. I wonder if they can make my all-day vape in it, so I don't have to pay all this money. And and that's how I feel it kind of stems from. So when people ask me, like, I don't take it offensively or mind. Like, I mean, I do get the latter side of the argument, like that it could get annoying or maybe repetitive, maybe would be a better word of hearing it all the time, especially in bigger groups. But at the same time, I think that's what we're here for, And no matter
Right.
what, there's going to be new people every day. And that's a good sign, because then you know DIY is growing and it's not just stagnating. So
Right.
I think we should welcome them with open arms. That's what I
Yeah, the ones that get the thing is, I get bombarded with not so much that, but the ones that message me, come in the live feeds, email me, even post up on my timeline sometimes. Can you clone this for me? You know, that's when it's direct all the time. You know, and you've got like 20 people a week asking you to clone shit. It does get a bit frustrating. But it's not a big deal. But it's, you know, I've said right from the start, you know, I'm not going to go out and buy 20 juices a week if someone wants it cloned. If someone wants it that bad, they will buy it and they will mail it to me.
that's
every
another
time
point I was making too.
yeah, every time they've done it, I've got the juice there. I've even bought flavors to try and crack it. You know, I'm not doing it so I get some free juice. I mean, most of it, Smurf cake, I don't even carry on vaping it afterwards. You know, I just crack it and leave it. Some of them I don't like that much. But
I don't think it's because of free juice. None of us need free juice.
No, but you know what I mean. I just I always feel bad about, send me. It's kind of like, you know, I'm getting some gain out of it, but I'm not. I'm just, if anything, it's taking up my time to do it, but I also enjoy it.
If someone said that to me, I would just like whip out 2 big bottles like this and be like, "Bitch, please."
Yes, yeah, and I've not got as much in mind, John, but they're only half right now. But
still proves the point. You don't need it.
Yeah.
HD Law Maintenance, what's up? Oh, let me say hi to a couple people in here. Zesty Vapes, what's going on, buddy? Hi, Jerry, what's up, man? Train Sonic, how's it going? Gavin, what's up? Nikki Vapes, what's going on? Rob Scanlon, what's going on? Randy Ranch, or Randy Lewis. Sorry, I thought that was Randy Ranch. It's Randy Roosh, maybe? What's up, man? Yeah, quite a lot of people in here.
Gavin Kaleeson, he said that he bought his first 23 flavors today.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yes, it is.
That's
Great
very
job.
exciting. Very exciting.
Gavin, do you know what you're going to make yet? I mean, kind of, what did you just buy, like a conglomerate of shit, so to speak? Because that's what I done when I first started. But I had something in mind. I always had that apple vape in mind, so I kind of had 3 or 4 apples was in my first one. But is there anything you've kind of got in mind?
Juicy Reviews asked the question, what's an authentic banana flavor? I actually like, for like an actual more authentic banana flavor, I kind of like FA banana. But like when I use it with other things, like probably like a banana cream or something, maybe like lower. But if you want to get more on the real side, I would probably use some of Flavor Arts offerings. And that pretty much goes for like any fruit, pretty much.
Yeah, I like Capella's. Not saying it's...
Well, Capella's banana to me, it more comes off as a candied banana.
It is. But there's something about it. I really like it.
Oh, it's a great banana. No, the only reason I'm telling him FA for that matter is because he's looking for really, like a really authentic one.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got different bananas. I've not got many bananas. I've got Banana Cream, obviously, by Loran, which is a great banana. I've got Flavor West, which is okay. Yeah, it's nothing nothing to get excited about.
I do have a ripe banana coming in from TFA. I placed an order from Bull City, and I'm kind of interested in how that one's going to be. Have you messed around with that one at all?
What? Sorry, I was reading. Sorry, John.
Oh, no,
I can't
real quick.
multitask.
Just ripe banana. Have you tried that one yet?
That's by
TFA.
TFA. I don't know if I have it.
Okay, no, I don't have it either.
I soon tell because I've got the whole flavor stash right here.
Oh wow, you actually got it?
If I've got it, I've got it in here on the app. Ripe. I'm
scared to do my flavor stash. It would take me probably like a couple days.
I don't have everything in here, but this app, you've got to put your flavors in to use them.
Oh.
That's the only way you can add flavors, which is kind of good because when you're putting something together and you think, oh, I want a cake with that, rather than go through all your damn things for cake, you can look in here, you know, and get what you want. And a few people have started using it differently. Rather than put all their stuff in alphabetical order, there's one guy on, I think it was on the Facebook group, that said, I number them. So I'll have one called like M10, and I'll put that in the flavor stash. So it'll say like banana M10. So when he wants to use it, he's got it there, M10, bang, bang, got it. So then, now the only trouble is then when you buy more stuff, I guess you just add it onto the end. I guess that's what you do. You just keep on going up and up. But
yeah, if you do that too, though, you're gonna have to remember the code.
Well, it's in your flavor stash.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, he's actually got it written in there. Yeah, so instead of just putting, banana flavor West, you've got the flavor West, you've got the banana, then you've got the code on the end of it, which I thought was a good idea. If I keep getting more and more, I might have to do that, because right now they're all in their separate companies, and they're in alphabetical order. Or I used to have everything in alphabetical order. Then you put in an order of 30 juices, then a couple of weeks later you get another 30, and before you know it, you've got 60 juices over here and alphabetical, and it's all over the damn place.
You know what I kind of wish they had? Something like to make it like so much simpler to like update like all your flavors if you wanted to do a flavor stash. Like say there's an app. Say there's an e-liquid recipes app. I mean, there technically is one, but it's like half-assed. But like, say there was an actual one, and then you could go to the website and pull up all the flavors and just check mark each one you have per each company. That would make it so much faster to add in instead of writing out every single freaking one.
Right.
I mean, there has to be a better way to streamline that somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the more popular this gets, John, the DIY, I think the more people will focus on that sort of stuff. The more people will want it.
Yeah.
It's good that those apps are out there right now.
You know what? Honestly, though, like if you think about it, though, it's pretty amazing that we already have what we have. Like, there are some like pretty like knowledgeable people out there, like in like computer making, like program development and all that, and like the fact that we have all these apps and these websites already, considering how big DIY actually is right now, it's like pretty amazing.
It is. It
really
definitely
is. There's a lot of resources.
There's a lot of smart people out there who put this stuff together.
Yeah.
Mike Capral said, JFM Development DIY Vapor have been mixing for close to 2 years now, and it still amazes me that watching these shows, I always seem to pick up tips and new ideas. Thanks for the dedication and sharing. Well, you're welcome, buddy, because if it wasn't for you folks, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you, man.
I'd be mixing, but I wouldn't be doing this,
I'm about to cry. No, thank you, seriously.
Cincinnati King, I haven't seen you for ages, Cincinnati. I hope you're doing well.
I think I seen him the other day.
Have you ever used FW sweetener? Flavor, I didn't even know Flavor West had one, but no, I haven't. And I've never used TFAs, funny enough. The only sweeteners I have is a generic one from eSig Express, which I bought in like in 120 mil, which I've had now for about 2 years. And then I've got Super Sweet, which I didn't like at first, but then the Beard clone has Super Sweet in it. 100% it's in there, because that's the only sweetener. Well, you can just tell by vaping it. You're like, it's got Super Sweet in it. So I've been using it a bit more, and actually using it at just very small amounts. I think it's a really nice sweetener. But then when I don't want that, there's certain mixes where I don't want it in there and I want it a little bit more subtle, I'll use the generic sweetener.
It's funny you mention that, actually, because that's pretty much like the only sweetener I've never used, ever.
What? Well, Super Sweet?
No. I was responding to Cincinnati's question, the Flavor West.
Oh, the Flavor West.
Yeah, I've never used Flavor West sweetener ever, which is pretty much the only one I've never used.
I didn't even know they had one, to tell you the truth. I've probably seen it and just overlooked it. Well, I've got the Delosi's now. I've got they've got Sweetener Original, and then Sweet Original, and then they've got Mega Sweet. The Mega Sweet's kind of like the Super Sweet would be.
All right, well, maybe I shouldn't say it's the only one I've never used, because I've never used Delosi's,
there's obscure stuff.
I didn't really count the obscure ones.
No, but I'm just saying I've tried them as well. But the Super Sweet is. Yeah, it is what it says it is. It's crazy sweet.
Oh, actually, there is another one too that I didn't try. I just shouldn't have made that statement. I should have just said I didn't try Flavor West. Anyways, no, but I heard that Perilium Somebody told me it was a subscriber or somebody in the group, but they got Beryllium Super Sweet. I think it's called Super Sweet too, and supposedly it's even sweeter than Capella Super Sweet, which I don't know how that's possible, but yeah.
Shit.
I mean, if you think about that's crazy.
That comes from another planet, then.
Yeah,
that's something that's not on the periodic table.
It's like liquid crack.
Yeah. Thomas Petrick said, "What do you think about Real Flavor super concentrates?" I have just got them. Never had them before, and I thought it's time to go get some. So I bought like a dozen of them, and I've made a couple of flavors, and I've got it steeping. I've made like a strawberry jam, like a strawberry monster, or is it monster jam monster?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that strawberry jam on toast. I've made that, and I've got it steeping somewhere. But one thing I am impressed with was their strawberry, which Bull City Flavors sent it as a free sample. And that strawberry is really nice.
I think
so.
I
need to do some more with that.
Oh, darn it! I skipped it. I wanted to get it. I just put an order for Bull City because in my recipe pack they when people buy those recipe packs, the recipe mixer gets a portion of it, and it's not much. I think I can make this public. It's not really that much. I made like $30 from it, so I can use that as a Bull City credit, or they send you money through PayPal, but they charge you a fee or something. Anyways, so I usually use that because I put everything from my channel back into my channel, and I went to go order some more concentrates, and I'm like, I'm gonna order that baked bread from Real Flavors, and I didn't. Now I'm going to, because I want to kind of redo Jam Monster, but the Real Flavors, I kind of like, I know this really isn't popular to say, but screw it, I don't really say a lot of popular things, but with Real Flavors, I kind of have like a mixed review from them. Like, I have tried some Real Flavors super concentrates, and some of them were good. The only thing I don't like about Real Flavors super concentrate is that word super concentrate. Like, the ones I've tried seemed like you had to use more than what was listed on the label to get kind of like the full flavor I was looking for, which isn't like a bad thing or horrible. I just feel like I was kind of lied to out the gate, because they're like, oh yeah, use it super concentrate. So I'm kind of like in my mind comparing it to like Inawera or Flavora, something you have to use like very little of. But maybe it's just the flavors I've used, or maybe it's my own palate. I don't know, but I want to love them. But that's the only objection I have to them. I don't think they're as flavorful as they should be at the percentages they list on the bottle. And that's about it.
Oh, sorry, I thought someone was like telling me something in the background. Sometimes I'll get that, something to go off, and it'll say, did you notice someone in chat just said that to you? Or something, you know, I get that sometimes. And I thought, that's why I leave my phone next to me. I've got a question for you, though, John.
Oh, yeah, real quick, though, and keep this in mind. I only tried 16 other flavors. I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm not saying all of them are that weak. That's the only ones I tried, like 16 of them. That's all. Okay.
Question for you. Actually, question for everybody in the chat as well. What is your favorite flavor company?
Ooh.
I know what mine is, but it's a difficult one, isn't it? Well, you know, it's like what I've got favorites. The favorite company I got might not have my favorite flavor, you know, but it's just the one that I use the most of.
I think I know what yours is. I think I know what yours is.
Go on, have a guess.
Capella.
Yes, it is. And it never used to be. It used to be Flavor West.
I know.
Funny enough, because they were cheap and I had tons of them.
But I think
recently,
for you,
Capella.
if I know you enough, I think for you, it changed once you started like really messing around with those fruit concentrates with stevia in them.
Yeah. Once I got the beer done and I got Smurf cake and I just got this S&C squared. And S&C squared, the video comes out tomorrow. I've already recorded it. I need to just upload it and put it ready for tomorrow. But yeah, and it's all Capella, and I can taste when Capella's in it and stuff like that. I seem to be very well bonded with them, you know. and that's my kind of my go-to.
See, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, I would say it's probably a cross between. Ooh. It's probably a cross. I'm just going to play it safe and say it's a cross between Flavora, Flavor Art, and Liquid Barn.
Okay. I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking with yours maybe Flavora.
Yeah, I do really love Flavora. I mean, once I had that apple filling flavor and their vanilla custard, like, it kind of brought it to another level for me. But then again, there are a lot of good ones from Flavor Art that I could not do without, like, such as meringue, their strawberry. Their custard, even their custard is excellent.
Custard's great.
I like their cookie. But then there's, like, other companies too, so, like, it's just like, I can't, I don't want to pick a favorite. I really don't.
Well, it's hard for me to do it, but then when I think about it, I was thinking about it the other night, and I thought, I'll have to ask John next time I see him.
Yeah, it's really, it's a hard, like, I don't want to have a favorite. Like, there are a lot of companies that make some flavors good.
Yeah.
Like, there's some flavors that, like, see, for example, like, here's where me and you probably, like, might not line up totally, and that would probably be with Flavor West. Like, there are some Flavor West flavors that I love. Like, there's no way around it. Like, their yellow cake is great. Their cake batter dip.
Cake batter dip. I was just about to say that.
Excellent. Even their, like, you know, their cereals, they're great. But some of them, like, I just don't know what they're thinking. But then if you look at it that way, you could say the same thing about TFA. You could say the same thing about this company, that company. So,
yep.
Oh, it's so hard, man. Like, somebody said once, I forgot who said it, is all companies have great flavors. But not all companies have all good flavors, I think.
Right.
I think that's the saying.
Well, you're saying about Flavora, and I'm on my own little personal thing right now. Is every time I sit to the table and mix, I grab my Flavora flavors, which I've not got a ton of. Well, I don't know, 20 to 30, I guess. But I'll put them on the table, and I will start mixing with them, but in very, very small numbers, just to try and, because I've been using them kind of on the same level as everything else, and I'm okay with it, but something's lacking. So I've taken on board what everyone's saying, and I'm going to use them in very, very small numbers and see if that aroma then comes out. You know, I think I got to do the same with the Delosi stuff as well.
Yeah, less is more. Less is more when it comes to them.
Yeah, so I'm going to... I done it the other night. If I mix tonight or tomorrow night or whenever, I will do the same. I'll make sure I do one every single night.
Well, you've seen my recipes. Like, usually, like, I like to straddle, like, you know, higher percentages because that's just the way I mix. And then, but when it comes to Flavor or, like, some of these really concentrated one, like Inawera, like, you'll notice those percentages go way down. It's just, like, you just don't need as much. You really don't.
Right. Yeah, Inawera is strong as hell. Yeah, that's another one.
Like, for example, I was trying to make this pumpkin pie recipe. I was using Hangsin, Inawera, Flavora, which, by the way, Flavora, their pumpkin spice is probably, like, the best pumpkin spice I've tried yet, which, that's a new development. Anyways.
Oh, you got to try Liquid Barns as well.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I said that? It's very good.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make a pumpkin pie with, like, new ingredients. I was trying to make, like, a nice festive fall flavor. And, like, you don't need a lot of it. I think I used it at, like, maybe 0.75% or 1% or something, and it was, like, really strong. So, it's good. You don't need much. And that one's one of the supposedly weaker ones. Like, on the website, it said you could use it, I think, up to, like, 3 to 5%. I'm like, whoa, no, that's kind of high.
Right. Yeah, there's see some stuff, I try not to go... I try to get the feedback off the community. You know, everyone's always said Flavor are very low. But when I go to sites like ELR and something like that, and then I see the average, what people are using it at, knowing those flavors, I'm thinking, that doesn't work. You know, I might go there for FA cookie and someone's using it at 4%. I'm like, can't do that. I used it once at like 4% and it's too much. You know, it's like, it's one of those things like 0.5% or 1%, and it's just like magic. you know. And then after that, it kind of does something that I don't like.
Let's see. Just real quick. Where is it? Sir Eric. I'm gonna share my right desktop with you right now, and I'm gonna show you. All right, this is Flavor's website. Basically, if you were to get, like, depending on the flavor, such as like oh, actually my account can't really show you, so I'll just explain it to you. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to the other screen. Yeah, because I have a wholesale account, so my prices are a little bit different. But basically, generally speaking, if you're to get a 4-ounce flavor of, like, say one of their like regular flavors, it'd probably be around like 20-ish bucks. I think they do it by the ounce, but it's somewhere around like 20-ish bucks. But then if you get something like that's like more money, like Alpine Strawberry, where it's like super concentrated, where you use a drop in it, and it's one of their most expensive flavors, it's going to be more than that. But right. I think it's around like 20-ish or something for a 4-ounce bottle. But yeah. Speaking of Flavor, though, while we're on it, I did hear back from them. I know I talked about it on the live stream with Zesty. They are putting me in their beta program, so I will be having new flavors to test of the ones that haven't been released yet. So those should be coming sometime. I think they said they're sending them out tomorrow, so I should get to play around with some new flavors.
Nice. That's nice when you get stuff like that.
Yeah, like,
that's cool.
See what the kicker is for me is, like, it just feels like so much specialer when it's like flavors that aren't even out yet, and you can put like input into it and like how you feel about these flavors that haven't even hit market. Like that's just a good feeling for me. Like,
yeah, no shit.
Like, I don't know, I feel like I should pat myself on the back or something. I don't know.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, thank you, Zesty, by the way, for giving me that email, because I had a bad contact email from before.
And you said that was with Flavora?
Flavor, yeah.
Yeah. I got somebody that I know fairly well that sent me an email address for somebody at Flavora, you know, somebody's actual name at Flavora, and said, you know, get hold of them and, you know, you should be able to get all their flavors. And I thought about it and I thought, I don't want it. I don't know why. I would love all their flavors, but for some reason I just said, I think what it was is because I was right there getting the Delosi stuff at the time, and I thought, if I get all the Flavoras, what the fuck am I going to do? I haven't got enough hours in the day right now to do shit.
I totally get that. Like, I'm the same way. Like, right now, I've already worked with Flavor and have been working with Flavor and Flavor, and I don't think I want to in Bull City, but Bull City is kind of both of them and everything in between. But anyways, like, I don't feel like I should take on any more than that, because that's already a lot of work, like you're saying. Like,
it is, and I've got other flavors that I've bought, you know, and then there's clones and different recipes, you know, and your video content and all that, and then you're trying these 110 different flavors and trying to do bits with that as well, and it's it is a bit too much. But once all of that's gone, I mean, I might start hitting some of them up and saying, hey, you know, how about cutting me in on a piece or something? You know, they might just say fuck you or something, but you know, at the same time, I might. But
well, there was kind of like when I like decided like I wanted to you know, kind of branch off and like work with some of these companies. Like, there was kind of a method to my madness, and that was, I want to work with. And they were both the ones that I'm working with now. I wanted to work with Flavor, and I wanted to work with Flavor Art for a reason, because arguably those two are like the best and like on the next tier of DIY mixing. So like, how I see it is, people who come watch the videos, they're probably already messing around with maybe Loran's, TFA, Flavor West, and Capella, but then they're like, hey, should I dive deeper? Should I get into maybe some Flavor or Flavor Art flavors? And by messing around with the flavors, I gain knowledge of them and can tell people, is this flavor good? Is that flavor good? What does it work with? And I just felt like it would be more beneficial to the channel, you know?
Right. Well, you know what? I'm not much of a flavor notes person, but I think your channel doing the Flavora flavor notes is really helpful, because, you know, I come to you the other night when I went off to Ball City and said, "Hey, this Flavora one, this because I know you got them all."
Yeah.
You know, and you said, "I won't worry about that one, but this one's good." And actually, the ones you said were good. Every one I got, I agree with you. They are good.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't mixed them, but you know, smelling them, putting them on the back of my hand, and everything else. You know, there wasn't one where I thought, "Oh, that's a bit strange." You know, they are good. So it's I think it's good to share that knowledge with people. You know, it was easy enough to do with me. We could do it one-on-one in a video, but you know, not everyone else can get that from you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Just remember, less is more.
Yeah,
you know, definitely with those ones for sure.
Well, you should with everything really. You should kind of start low, and then if you vape it and you're like, damn, that one never really come out, add a bit more to it. You know, you can always do that. It's easy enough for me to say because normally I don't work like that. You know.
Speaking of that, I should kind of have a compilation of me trying flavors on my hand because, like, you can tell the difference between the strength of TFA flavors and Flavora flavors. Like, I'll try on the back of my hand, I'll be like, and then if it's a Flavora flavor.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
I've done
like,
that with their pineapple. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of me with their pineapple. Oh, my God. I was like, I got my drink and I'm like... And last night's video, the fire alarm went off. I love it. It's just, and I don't edit it.
Oh yeah, I was watching that. I thought I was watching your video. I think it was yesterday's video or something, and the fire alarm went off, and I thought it was my fire alarm. I started looking around, like, what the fuck is going on? Did I just set off my alarm?
It just gave one beep as well. Of course, I went straight up on the chair, and it was like, oh, okay, that's it. So I sat back down. I was like, well, I don't edit the videos anyway.
Oh, I thought you edited it out on purpose just to have one beep, just so you could show it happen, but like you didn't want it to keep going.
No, it kept it just done one beep, and that was it.
It's crazy.
I'm going back up the chat here, John, 'cause we missed a couple. Trekstar said at JFM and DIY. I finally cloned a commercial Twinkie juice I've been vaping, and it's thanks to you guys. I pieced together info from past videos on flavors I thought were in it.
Ooh.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I certainly appreciate you bringing us in on that, but I can tell you right now, it's all you, bud.
Did you try? Did you use like Flavor West's new creamy sponge cake?
Have I used it?
No, I was asking him because
okay.
I mean that's supposedly supposed to be like a Twinkie flavor. I haven't used it too much, so I haven't really tried to make a Twinkie yet. But
somebody asked about a Twinkie. I don't know if it was on your group or my group, but someone asked about a Twinkie juice earlier. I think they asked if there was a good recipe for one, or was there a clone of one, or something. I just remember it coming up.
I'm not sure.
Nicky Vape says one-on-one has my favorite clone ingredients. I've never tried one-on-one. Have you, John?
Did she say one-on-one has my favorite clone ingredients?
Mm-hmm.
What makes one-on-one different than any other flavor company, though?
Do you have any of their stuff?
No, honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't.
No, I don't.
I kind of did want to try them, but then, yeah, just never tried.
But where can you get them from? Because I don't even remember seeing them for sale anywhere.
You can get them at one-on-one. You have to buy them direct from their site. Or you can get them from Amazon. Supposedly they have some pretty good deals on Amazon, but you know, I just never tried them. Like just kind of like you, I just have a full plate on what I'm already trying to get. So.
Yeah, I only bought from Bull City Flavors the other day because of the it was. There were some proceeds going to the good cause, you know, the Harvey, Hurricane Harvey in Texas. But at the
now
same
we need
time,
another one for Irma.
Yes, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'd order again as well. But I just need an excuse to order sometimes. But yeah, I hadn't ordered for ages, so it's nice getting. What I'd done, I went for more obscure stuff and didn't get anything obvious, you know.
Yeah.
I went Inaware, Real Flavors. What else did I do? There was some other like off the wall flavors that I went and got at Flavoras, and Ephra said thanks to me. Thanks for the donut recipe. It's awesome. In my live feed, I don't know if you remember Ephra coming in on Wednesday night as well, John, and said to me, "How about the donut?" And I said, "Crap, I haven't done it yet." You know, it's like 2 or 3 weeks ago on a live feed. Well, I finally done it the other night and said, "Right, I'm getting the donut out and we're going to do it." And it came out really, really damn good. I've got it in the steeping drawer, but shake and vaping it was excellent. So I think it's going to be a real good one. And when I say real good, I think it may turn into one of my all-day vapes.
Oh wow!
It's a very, very good stumble across. One of those things, mixed it live in front of everyone. It just
That's
came
usually
out.
the best when that happens. Like,
Yeah. Well, the first one I've got right here, and that one was okay, but I made it. What I didn't want to do, I didn't want to use Capella's glazed donut because I've done it all before. You know what I mean? I've used it for everything donut. So I thought, let's just leave it. And then there's Zeppola. Isn't Wow a donut flavor as well?
wow, yeah.
Yeah. And there's another
donut.
one. There's another one as well from Flavor Art. Oh God.
Oh, you're talking about
Labyrinth, or I think it might be Labyrinth.
well,
Is
Labyrinth,
on that kind of lines.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like some kind of like a raspberry cake or something.
But in the end, I went with TFA's, which because I hadn't used it, glazed donut, and then it didn't do it for me. It's too bitter on the exhale. After you've exhaled, and it's like the aftertaste, it's kind of a bitter taste, and sweetener doesn't get rid of it.
Corey. Well, let me first address Joshua Vapes. Joshua Vapes said, I think it was banana. Hold on. He said banana custard from 101 Rocks. Yeah, I heard like a couple of them, like creme brulee and creamy milky undertone, and a couple of them. I just never like pulled the trigger and like went through them because I never bought from their site yet, and I don't know. I just haven't done it, and I did. I don't even want to bring that up. I'll just leave it alone. Where was the other one I want to address? Where is it? Corey Ober says, I would love to see your reaction to trying FLV pink guava on the back of your hand. Alright, I'll do that. Talk to them, I'll go get it, and we'll do it.
Oh, okay. Alright, it's all good. Gavin said, I put some of the flavors down. Have you got any ideas? I did see them real quick, Gavin, but obviously in the middle of a live feed, it's kind of hard to... I've seen them further up, but obviously it's kind of hard for me to do. What I would do is either post it on JFM's Facebook page and post your ingredients, or come over to my one if you know where that is and post your ingredients there, and I'll try and help you put something together. Trent Jackson, hello DIY and JFM. I'm late. Well, you can go. You're on detention, Trent. You need to stay afterwards. Good to see you, man. Nikki Vapes, does they have creme brulee, cornbread, and country cornbread recipe? That sounds nice. Country cornbread. Something I got off of Real Flavors was bread pudding, because I love real bread pudding. I don't know how it's going to vape, but bread pudding's like one of my favorite desserts. Michael Harris, DIY Vapor and JFM Development, you guys are awesome. Thanks for all the help you provide to us newbies. And like I said before, Michael, I appreciate you coming. And if it wasn't for you guys doing this, me and JFM wouldn't be here doing it anyway. It's your support where you come in and show your support on the live shows. Come in, watch the videos. Just to everybody in the chat, thank you. You're welcome, Gavin. Like I said, just drop it there. I might not see it straight away, but I bet you other people will. Zesty. Rest in peace, his taste buds. Is it that bad? I don't have it.
I don't know. I spent like 2 minutes looking for it.
Pussy.
I really gotta do. No. I'm not trying to get away with it. I swear. I will do it. If not on this live stream, another one. But I honestly gotta like do it by alphabetical order, because like the one issue with finding flavors when you have a lot of them is all the bottles look the same and the print looks the same, so like you really have to look and you'll skim by something, and like I don't know if there's a way to like do that better, but like oh my god, like I have to do it by alphabetical order, that way it'll be easier.
There's one pain in the ass with alphabetical order when you've got a lot of flavors, and that's like when you're working with apple. You think, oh, I want a nice Jolly Rancher apple flavor. So you look under A, and you might find an apple. After that, you won't find no other apples. They're under green apple, red apple.
Yes, yeah.
Double apple.
I was just thinking that.
Fuji apple. It's all the place. It's not in alphabetical order then, because it's called something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the double this and sweet that, and yeah, that kind of loses it a bit. But then once you're very in tune with what you're using, you kind of know what you've got anyway.
Yeah, I guess categories might be better then.
Yeah, and that's what I used to have them in.
Mm.
I used to have I used to have fruits, creams, cakes, oddball, mints, tobacco, and I actually had them labeled on the front of the trays. Some of the labels are still there, and that used to work
It's
great.
so hard when you have so much. Like I do everything by manufacturer, and usually I can find them that way. But like I need to like refine that and do it like by something, maybe alphabetical or category. I don't know. It takes a lot of work though, for real.
Oh, Thad said to both of us, I got 24 one-on-one flavors from Amazon for like $15. I'm going to take a look at them after this. Let me write just put one-on-one Amazon, and I'll go over and take a look.
Zesty says I have a strawberry jam monster remix you may like. Oh, share it up in the group, man. I think you're part of the JFM group. Share it up. I'll definitely mix it up. Anti-socialist says JFM, have you tried flavorless malted milk balls? I have not. I have not. Although I don't know if I would even like that too much, because those to me sounded like kind of like milk duds, and I never really like milk duds too much. Now I tried. They have like a malt, I think. Yeah, they just came out with this malt thing. Apparently, Concrete River doesn't like it too much. But to me, what it tastes like is like if you ever had those Spanish drink called Montegoya, it totally tastes like that. So if you're like Spanish or you like malt, like Montegoya or something like that, that malt is definitely what you want to get.
Cool. Trackstar said, speaking of bread pudding, because that when you were away, I was talking about some things when bread pudding come up. Said, have you done a rice pudding? I haven't. What's her name? Flavor Pro. Jennifer.
Jen Jarvis. Yeah.
Yeah, she has done a rice pudding. I went over there recently to have a look at something, and it was something Flavora, and I wanted to see what she had, because she uses it very, very slight. So I wanted to see what she had used it at. And while I was there, I noticed she had a rice pudding thing up, and I didn't write the recipe down or anything, but there was a lot of flavors in it that I didn't even know existed. But
yeah, there's like this new sweet or some kind of rice flavor that people are going all apeshit about.
Right, and that's probably one of the things that was in it. But I'd love a rice pudding vape. Well, I love rice pudding, and I love chocolate, but I can't get a decent chocolate vape except for Neapolitan ice cream. But yeah, that's any other chocolate I do is just shake it, vape it, and throw it away. Now I always say Desiree. I think it's Desiree. Desiree Parker. I'm sorry I missed it, guys. Best pineapple flavor. I've been working on a pineapple, banana, marshmallow, and the golden pineapple just ain't cutting it for me. Do you know what? Golden pineapple is delicious, but for me, after a few days in a mix, it's gone. I just don't get it anymore. I can use it at like 8 and 10%, and it's not there anymore. I don't know if you get that, John, or whether everyone else does. So I just find that or maybe mine's got old or something, but golden pineapple, I put it in something, tastes great, shake and vape it. A week later, it's like it's not in there.
Well, anytime I have a hankering for pineapple and to vape it, I pretty much just shake and vape it anyways, so.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I'm kind of like that as well.
Like, I don't know, there's not too many ones that like my all-day vape or like extreme recipes. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I've attempted like pina coladas and stuff, but not since I had golden pineapple. I remember I got golden pineapple because Zesty was calling me out for being a lousy DIY because I never had it until recently.
Right. Yeah, you got to have it. I mean, it's kind of the law.
I know, but it was like pineapple was just never something that I wanted to like vape right away. So like it was like, oh hey, let me go get a pineapple flavoring, but. Then I got it, and I'm like, ooh, pineapple thing's pretty cool, and I shake and vaped it a couple times, and, you know, it's not something I vape all the time, though, so.
Now, TFA's pineapple, that's some strong shit as well. You use that at like half a percent if you're doing like a pina colada, and it will come through, and Flavora's pineapple is really good. That one's pretty authentic.
Pineapple. I think I did a video on it, but there was a pineapple I tried recently that literally tastes like pineapples in a can. I forgot what it was.
The Flavora one to me tastes like a freshly cut pineapple, like because my wife would get a pineapple here quite often, and I'm the one that's got to core it and slice it up. But just eating it straight like that is just that's what the Flavora one reminds me of.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was, but it was recently. I don't know.
Stuart said, "Lousy DIY are not organised enough to find pink guava."
I know, seriously.
Were you in my channel the other night when we were all blocking each other?
Yeah, I was part of it.
Everyone in timeout. Let's not do that again, please.
No,
that was funny.
I was actually part of it. I was part of the problem.
It was right at the end, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. We were all kind of like just going at it. It was pretty fun, though. Made it interesting.
Yeah, Desiree's finding the same thing with golden pineapple, that it's obviously fading away. I don't know what to do about it except have a shake and vape of it, like John said. But yeah, I'd use a different one. TFA pineapple. It's not authentic, but you know you're vaping pineapple. You know, it gives you that feeling of vaping pineapple. But I wouldn't say it's like the real thing. But then, do you want the real thing? Because to me, the Flavora one is very good, but it's not one that I want to vape. I don't know what it is. I don't want to vape like freshly cut pineapple, I guess. I'd rather have the more candied, artificial one. I
just want to address this real quick because I'm not exactly sure. Maybe you can get this better than I can. But Crazy Chimp says, could I add a hack shot concentrate? Which I don't know what a hack shot concentrate is. But he's asking if you can add it to a 70-30 base mix. Now, if you're talking about a one-shot concentrate, of course you can. But I don't know what a hack shot is, if that's something different.
Don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. Huh?
But I'd imagine you can add anything to a 70-30 base mix.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, at first it came off as a robot. For some reason the connection got weird for a minute. Nikki Vip says, eventually they will... Patience Grasshopper. Wait, hold on. I think they're trying to ask us something. At Jonathan Smith. Let's see. Oh, okay. Does anybody know what they are mixing today, or am I invisible? Oh, okay. I don't know. We're still talking. We haven't really discussed what we're mixing yet. We like to work on something together in these streams. Like last week, it worked out really well. The other week.
Yeah, it did. What was it? Butter Snatch. Yeah. And somebody said something. John Quinn. He said he used TFA pineapple at 6% with coconut candy at 6%. He said the only thing he could taste afterwards was the coconut. The only thing I can think of there, John, because TFA pineapple is strong as shit, is you may have just gone. You know, I've not witnessed it yet. I've not actually done it because I've not taken a flavor that far, but I know some people say that once you do go too far of a flavor, the more you start going, the weaker it gets, which kind of sounds weird, but I think I don't know. I've not done it yet, but if maybe that's the problem there. But I would only use that TFA pineapple at, 2% max in anything. And normally I only use it at 1% because it overpowers everything. Let me make sure I'm talking about the same one. Make sure it's not got a funny name to it. Oh, and I've got my Stewie pajamas on as well.
Yeah, it's rocking them Stewie pajamas.
Yeah. Well, I went out and done the yard work and come back in, and I was a bit worse for wear. So I was like, I'm going to get changed into something clean. What am I looking for? Pineapple.
D-Doggy, are you talking about apple butter snatch or apple butter? That one was a funny recipe. Oh my god, it's good though. It's really good.
Alright, I've got Flavoras and TFAs here, and I've got golden pineapple, but I'm not even going to pick that one up. I think everyone knows what that tastes like.
Hey Zesty, did you share that Jam Monster thing to the group? Because I'll look for it. Because he said he has a Jam Monster remix to it. Let's see. How you like the vanilla mint?
Fuck.
I honestly haven't vaped any of it yet. It's steeping. What I do is, before I do any of like my liquid bar reviews, I mix them up and steep them just so I can have a steep batch to see what the taste difference is. And then what I'll do is I'll mix it fresh, and then I'll compare the differences to fresh and to steeped and see the differences. It's just I'm trying to cut a new leaf of being all proper.
Well, I just tried the TFA pineapple, and it is a good kick to the taste buds. It is strong as hell, and it's kind of sour. It's got a real good sourness to it. And I'm gonna do the Flavora one now, and I know this one's strong because I remember when I first done it. I wish I hadn't. Make sure I just put a tiny dab.
Yeah. Cincinnati King asks if I ever tried Blue Raz from Air Factory. He thinks it's a blue raspberry taffy. I have not.
Talking of taffies,
does sound interesting though.
I'm gonna try and do the whole line, John, of Airheads. I've had a Airhead bar nearly every day this week. Every time I go into the store, I'll try and find one and think, oh, I'll try that one this time, and they are good.
Yeah, they are.
I want to do. I've already got one, a cherry one, steeping. I think, not that it's a shake and vape anyway, but I've got it sat there somewhere. I don't know if I've done the blue raspberry. I may have, but I've done the grape one. That one tastes exactly the same. I don't know if I can get the others as good as that one though, but I'm going to try it. They're damn good. And the apple one, that was what I've done. The apple one I've done is very good. But I've not put them out there yet. I'd like to get like 4 or 5 of them, you know, and then start leaking them out. But I can vape Airheads all day, definitely.
Let's see. Jason. Let me see, where is it?
Yeah, I see John Quinn down there. I think it could be that, John, because it's even stronger than Flavora's. Actually, just on the back of the hand, it's kind of like bang, but it's sour as well. It's got a sourness to it, which I kind of like. I think it'd be great if you were doing like if anyone there is English people in here, pineapple chunks, the older sweets in England, that would make great pineapple chunks.
Okay, real quick, I don't know who asked it because somebody was tagging somebody else who was asking, and I was actually getting the answer for them. But they are right. They're talking about the e-liquid calculator I use. Now, I use a couple different e-liquid calculators. If I'm usually live streaming or mixing on camera or something like that, I'll use e-liquid recipes, or like if I'm posting a public recipe that I want to release to you guys, I'll post it on e-liquid recipes. But the majority of the time, when I'm just mixing for myself or by myself or like developing new recipes, it's more convenient to use my phone. So I use an app. Now, I have an awesome app that I do definitely want to promote. And not because they're paying me anything, not because I'm benefiting in any way, but because, in my opinion, it's one of the best damn apps you can have. And I'll tell you why. Not only is it an excellent e-liquid calculator that you can use drops, weight, or any form of mixing, you can do it here. You have steeping timers, you have flavor stashes, you have all that. But the best part of all is if you ever find anything that needs improvement or anything like that, and from what I heard, he's actually a subscriber to my channel too, but if you ever have a problem, you email him and you tell him what's going on, which I only had one thing and it was a suggestion, and he actually did it. Within like 2 weeks, he ended up updating the app and putting a feature in for me. Like, it's crazy. Like, the developer is on point. Like, it's a beautiful interface. It looks nice. Like, and it's basically just called eJuice Calculator for Android. I think he charges like $1 for it, but it'll be the best dollar you ever spent. And it's on Android. It's called eJuice Calculator. And literally, the only thing I asked him to do is basically when you were running through the app, and like he's always redesigning it and redesigning the interface and everything, so it's really cool. But basically, what I asked him to do is when you were to add a flavor and you didn't have it in your flavor stash, it would ask you if you want to add it to your flavor stash every time. But if you're like me and you have a huge collection and you don't want to be adding flavors all the time every time you mix, having to press no every time or yes is just kind of annoying when you're just trying to quickly run a recipe down. You don't want to like be interrupted to do all that. So basically I asked, is there any way you could put like in the menu a way to disable that pop-up notification? And he did. Like literally 2 weeks later there was a thing in there, and he put in the update, and then that's where I found out where he's actually subscribed to the channel. So it's really cool. Cool dude. Good app. Definitely what I use.
Does it export, John? If you want to export everything you've got in there, does it do that?
Yeah.
Good.
And it's awesome. Good. And it has cloud backup too.
Because I've started doing that on this, because I thought about it the other day. I thought if something happened to this phone, I'd be screwed.
Exactly,
so
yeah. I
at
back
least
up
once a
everything
week now, I export it to Dropbox, and then I import it to my tablet downstairs as well. So I've got it in 2 places.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do too, and so I can use multiple devices. So like say I'm looking for a recipe and I don't have my phone, but I have my tablet in my hand.
Yep.
I can do it, you know.
Right. Sometimes it's nice working with something a bit bigger. I've thought about having a tablet in some of the videos and that, you know, but I'm just so used to having the phone there.
Yeah, yeah.
It works.
Let's see.
I did say thanks to Mike, but he said it's Flavor Express sweet rice for the rice pudding.
This RDA keeps popping. I'm so afraid it's gonna keep popping in my face.
What have you got? Like a Clapton in there or something?
It's it's a staggered Clapton.
Yeah, like a stapled. Yeah, I know what. Yeah,
but no staple though. It's just a staggered. So in other words, you clapped in 2 wires spaced, and then you clapped in the
Yeah. I used to get the popping with that as well. It just gets so much damn juice in there that when you hit it, it's like fizzing off.
Yeah, I'm just like
yeah, and it hits the back of your, it hits the roof of your mouth and gives you little burnt bits. And
yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta adjust your wattage.
And yes, Stuart, I was thinking of you for the English. As soon as I said it, I was like, because I know on my channel I have a bunch of English come in. You know, it's kind of, yeah, there's an English guy doing a channel, you know, but it's yeah, I had to think about it for a second. I was like, I don't know who's English in here, and I thought Stuart's in here.
Hey, so, Crazy Chim says, do you guys know how to know a good clone of Vape Wild Fruit Loops? Actually, I think it's called Fruit Hoops. And, yeah, actually, it's probably, honestly...
You mean this one, John?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I haven't had it in a while, but
focus?
I wouldn't be all surprised as if you took a whole bunch of fruit rings from Flavor West and maybe throw some kind of milk or something in there. You'd probably get close.
Yeah, don't use Fruit Circles by TFA because it's too lemony.
Yeah, it's not Fruit Circles. It's more like I think it's Fruit Rings from Flavor West, probably.
Well, let's put it this way. I vaped a little bit of it last time me and John had a live feed, so that was last Wednesday. I put a little bit in and vaped it, and I thought, that's nice. And I put a bit in last night because it's 6 milligrams, so I have a treat every now and again, you know. And this morning I had a good hit on it when I first got up, and I had that like that cigarette buzz that I used to get, nicotine buzz. So
I still have like all these like Vape Wild juices like that I never vape. Here's Applejack. Here's peanut butter jelly time. Just all these things, like I just like after I got so disgusted with the company, like I just didn't want to vape after anymore. I think I still have Fruit Hoops somewhere though. If I do, I could probably try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, you have it.
Why don't we? If you've got them, John, if you find them, let me know.
All right. And, let me look for it real quick. Maybe we could like try to do a.
We'll try it tonight if you've got it. I've got a good idea of what I want to put in there. I've got Smurf cake as well.
Got Applejack, banana nut bread. What's this one? This one might be. You smell it? No, it's not it.
Cincinnati King, I would say that would work. That's the kind of thing I would do if it's a juice I like and I just over-sweetened it. I'd make up another batch and then use without sweetener. Then you're cutting the sweetener by 50%.
I could have sworn I saw that. No, I don't know where it went. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so if you've got 40 mils of juice, then I would make 50 mil. 50 mil will get you, because you're 1.25, so half of that's not quite 0.5, so I'd make like 50 mil juice and get real close to it. Damn, John, you are having a good rummage there, aren't you?
Yeah, I thought I had it. I don't know. I can't find it. I have like a drawer full of stuff, but I can't find it.
It's always the way. Yeah, that's a shame. That'd be fun, but I may have a go at it because I actually quite like it. I must admit, I do like it.
Yeah, what I remember of it though is it was really like pound your face, like fruity Fruit Loop flavor. It was like really strong.
It is definitely Flavor West style and not and definitely not TFA.
Yeah, I don't think it's TFA.
TFA is definitely far too lemony, but I think it may be built up as something else, John.
It might be. I mean, I haven't vaped it in a while, so I can't honestly
just
say
giving it
sure.
a little dab on my hand. It's definitely got a cakey note. I mean, it's very sweet. It's cakey. The thing is, everything I've cracked with them so far has been Capella, and everyone, a few people said, vape well, don't use Capella, it's too expensive.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like,
I remember getting into a little thing with somebody about that. Like, you gotta think too, none of these companies are paying retail for, like, the size and quantities we get and the prices are nothing like what they're getting for wholesale. And buy the 5-gallon drum or however big the drums are of flavors that they buy. Like, Vape Wild pushes a lot of liquid, so they're getting that flavor for a lot less. So, like, if we're paying like $5 for 15 mil like a Flavora, they're probably paying 50 cents. Like, just think of it that way. By volume, you get a lot cheaper.
Right, and then break that down into how many mixes they're doing with that one thing as well, and it's
exactly makes it even
it's
more
not
profitable.
Much at all. Yeah. But I mean, everything I've done with them so far is Capella, and I can taste. I'm not quite sure where I'd get the fruit from, but I'd probably mix like juicy lemon and a couple of things to get it. But I think there's definitely like a cake element to it, and I think something like Cereal 27, just a touch, not much.
Oh, speaking of cereals, while we're at it, normally I don't like to do this because not a lot of flavors speak to me this much, but there is one flavor you should never buy. And that's probably Fruit Circles from Perillium or Nick River, or it's their brand. Their Fruit Circles. It's nothing like Fruit Circles. It's nothing like any kind of Fruit Loops, Fruit Pebbles. I don't know what the hell they threw in that bottle, but it's not a cereal. I don't know what the hell it is. Honestly, it's just gross. Of course, that's in my opinion, just to put it out there, but yeah.
Something happened in my chat. I couldn't type in it, but I can answer it now anyway.
That's because I banned you.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, I'm just kidding.
Matt Terry said, "What tank are you using?" I'm using the Kai. Everyone tells me it's the Kylin, but it's spelled Kylin, and maybe in English that's Kylin. But anyway, it's Kylin or Kylan. I think it's Vandervapes. Yeah. Vandy Vape. It's oh, come on, get in front of the camera, idiot. It's that one, and it looks like this. Try and get it to focus. No, that camera focuses when it feels like it. There we go.
Oh, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a gold one. I got it, actually bought it from the store.
It's an RTA? RTA, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went in to buy some juices, and I said, "Why, Mayor?" I said, "I would like to have a look at a couple of these tanks." And he said, "This one," he said, "is selling really well. Everyone loves it. Great flavor and everything." He brought it out, and I said, "That looks real nice." So Stuart Halls was timed out by JFM Development. Oh dear!
I'm like, I have to do it. And like, it's on my channel. I have to try to time out a moderator. It's funny. Anyways, let's see. Nikki Vape says it was from ECX, the Flavor Shot, or WE. What is she saying? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're referring to.
After you said about whip up a rice pudding recipe, that's what we were talking about. Somebody's given me a flavor to try from Flavors Express called Sweet Rice, because I don't have anything. I'm not quite sure what I would use to get that rice flavor. I'm sure I could probably bring a couple of things together which kind of remind me of rice, but I'd rather get something more appropriate for it and have a play with it.
Let's see. Where was it? Somebody was asking about making a gingerbread vape. Actually, I'm actually working on a gingerbread vape myself. I'm actually trying to make a gingerbread coffee vape. Because I was thinking like the seasonal gingerbread coffee you get from like Dunkin' Donuts. And because I never made a coffee vape, so I kind of want to like do both in one. And it's still steeping. It seems like it's coming out pretty good. I still think I might want to make some tweaks to it. Again, it's my first time really diving into coffees. But I use like FA Up. I used gingerbread from Capella, I think, and I used a couple other flavors. I have to look at the recipe to see exactly what I used, but I'm trying to mess around with some of those fall flavors for sure.
Nicky Vape said to both of us, or everyone in chat, I made a berry crisp crunch and used VG Nick 3 milligram, and it tastes chemically. What do I do with it? I made 200 mil. The first time I made it was good.
Wait, you say berry? Did you use like berry cereal? And if you did, how high did you use it? Berry
cereal's lovely. I love that shit.
Yeah, but
it used to be called Berry Crunch, didn't it? It used to be called Berry Crunch cereal or something like that.
That's why I'm asking her, because if you use that really high, it can get kind of like nasty. Like I've seen people use it really high, and I've tried messing around with it really high before, and it got pretty gross. Like there's a point with berry cereal where if you go above that point, it's not so good.
Right.
I think
as there is with many. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the highest I pushed it without it getting too nasty was probably like between 8 and 10%. But if you go above that, it gets really gross.
I've used it at 5. That's the most I ever went with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was more of like 8, but I just said 10 because I'm not sure if that was how much I did when it got gross. But usually in recipes, I keep it around actually 6%. But, like, I remember taking it high one time and it got kind of...
Well, what I would do, Nicky, you've done it, and it's not... You know, there's obviously nothing else you can do with it. I would leave the lid off of it for a day and see if that alcohol comes out of it. So just breathe it for a day. If you've only steeped it, even if you haven't steeped it yet, it's berry crunch as well, which doesn't need a lot of steeping, but I would say just let it sit around for a couple of weeks, and if it's still chemically, then let it breathe for a day. Take the lid off, let it breathe, and see if that gets rid of the chemical taste. That's the only thing I know what to do with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, it said on the container I could make 200 mil if I used the whole 30 mil. That's 15%.
Oh, so it's a one-shot concentrate.
Yeah, so that's 15%. But then I don't. Yeah, very crisp crunch. I don't know exactly what that is and who it's by.
Oh wow. I don't know. Maybe it's just. I don't want to say it, but maybe it's a bad recipe, or maybe it was a bad batch. I mean, I don't understand why it would come out chemically, especially if it was like a one-shot concentrate.
E-Cig Express.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Huh. It might be a bad batch. Maybe I would contact E-Cig Express and tell them your experience. Maybe something happened. I don't know. That's weird. Especially if it's in a one-shot. Usually, I know E-Cig Express, they usually, like, test their one shot, so in other words you have to go through an approval process to actually get into a one shot from them, so that's strange.
Yeah, it is. Stuart said I'd done nothing though, not even a silly remark. He's not even drunk tonight, John, you know that, right?
I know, I had to do it just in spite.
I know he's going to get drunk now though.
He's like, damn, I was trying to be sober.
Adam Hill said, what about a nice gingerbread mix? I've actually got one steeping, and it's called. You'll love this. It's called Red-Headed Stepchild.
My wife's
just because it was ginger, and I didn't know what to call it.
Watch it. No,
so I called it Red-Headed Stepchild, and I made it pretty strong as well. I'm not going to go for the steeping draw right now. Well, I'll see if I can find it. I'll give it 20 seconds. If I don't find it, then I don't find it.
Whoa.
I did find Supper Skank.
My computer is dinging all over the place.
I just heard that.
Oh, that means everybody else can hear it too. Alright, so what do you think we're mixing up tonight? What are you feeling?
I don't know. I feel like something just completely different. Just something like off the wall.
Yeah.
No, I did find this though. Oh, thank you. I tried to look for that the other night. S&C squared, the final one. But I've got one here called Red-Headed Stepchild. I don't know where it is. Oh god, yeah, that's the nuts. That's good. All right, what I'm going to do real quick, John, I'm going to take down these empty cans and bring up a couple of full cans because I am drinking crazy right now. I've got like severe cotton mouth. It's not from vaping. It's from I started a new medication today, and I don't know if it's going to work. it's giving me cotton mouth up the yin yang.
All right. Well, real quick, while he's going to get some drinks, I'm going to quickly roll this little ad thing from the best place to buy flavors in DIY. This video has been brought to you by BoldCityFlavors.com. Bold City Flavors is the official shop of JFM Development. Bold City Flavors also offers a wide range of flavors from many different companies such as Capella, Flavor Art, Flavora, Flavor West, Hankson, Anywhere, Liquid Barn, Lorian, Super Concentrate, and the Flavor Apprentice. They also break it down into different categories of flavors so you can easily manage through all the different brands and companies to get exactly the flavor profile you want. Also, they offer different supplies and miscellaneous things such as merchandise. They offer hats here. They also have measuring supplies for your DIY. They have bottles. They have PG, VG, and a brand new excellent thing to Bold City Flavors is the community recipe packs. If you go to the community recipe packs, if you buy the full recipe pack, you get it at a discounted rate, so you can get all flavors from these top branded recipes from people in the community. And look at this one right here. Here's Strawtastic. This is my recipe right here. It has all the flavorings, the percentages, and you can get either 10 mils, 30 mils. You just pick whichever ones you want and what size you want, and you add it to your cart and you get it for a discounted rate. So next time you're in the market to check out some flavors, check out BoldCityFlavors.com, the official sponsor of JFM Development. Alrighty, so let's change the scene so they're not looking at a black screen. That might be good. So that was just a quick message from the sponsor. Thank you for staying by.
Am I unmuted?
Oh yeah, they can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. I found out that little feature. I can mute that, but not that. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, we should think what we should mix up, and maybe I should try a Bold City flavor recipe pack too. I don't know. What do you think I should do?
I don't know. I was just reading something. I'm gonna answer Nikki real quick. Nikki,
yeah. I'll pick one out, and you can.
If you said have I finished the titty twister? I haven't finished vaping the 30 mil I've made. I've done half of it. But if you mean actually, have I finished? Is it the finished article? No, it's not. This is the first one. It might end up being the finished one. It's pretty damn good as it is. I think I gave it away the other night on the live feed. But it is very good. But I think I want to go back to the drawing board and try it with some Fuji in it. I just think it still needs that something, just that bold, like some apple to give it some body, some like. I'm stuttering now. I know what I mean. Fuck it. I'm gonna put some Fuji in it. All right.
Today, Junior.
Do some fucking Fuji in it. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna go with it next. To just see if I can get that apple like fresher and not just sour apple tasting vape.
All right. So real quick, before we figure out what we're going to mix tonight, I'm going to quickly review one of the recipe packs from Bull City Flavors. And that recipe pack that we're reviewing today is going to be Pebbles by Not Charles Manson. I've had this steeping. It's 3 milligrams. It's a 70-30. This one, Pebbles by Not Charles Manson. Not Charles Manson's actually a really cool dude. He actually won DIY or Die's Recipe of the Year with this e-liquid. So basically, you can get this e-liquid recipe pack at Bull City Flavors. You can either buy all the flavors at a discounted rate, or you could buy individual flavors, and they give you the recipe and everything you need. So especially if you're just getting started in DIY and you want something easy and straightforward in all the flavors, you already saw the ad. You already know what it is. So let's just crack open this bottle and let's try it out. So basically, Pebbles is supposed to be a fruity Pebbles. And what makes this one interesting is he totally broke it down. He didn't use any kind of like fruity Pebbles or fruit rings or fruit circles type flavoring. He literally built this recipe from scratch, which is really, really impressive. So I'm gonna drip some and we'll try it out. I'll let you know what I think of it. But from the smell though, it really does smell like a good fruity Pebbles vape, which is shocking but awesome. It just shows his skills, seriously.
I've not made many other people's recipes just because I do so many of my own. But I have made Not Charles Manson's unicorn. I think it's unicorn milk. I think that's what it was, because I made one myself and I thought, let's see what his is like. It was very, very good. He's definitely one hell of a mixer. You can taste, you can just tell there's something in it he's done to it that just changes the whole thing. You know, it just the percentages of what he put in there. Is something I didn't think of doing, and I tried it on other stuff and it works great.
That's interesting.
Sweetener. I know you love sweet vapes. Has it got it in there?
I think it does. You know what? I'm going to pull up the recipe real quick. I think it does.
But I mean, is it sweet enough for you?
No. It's sweet. I can taste sweetness on it.
All right.
Hold on, let me pull up the recipe just so I can remember what was in it. Okay, recipe packs, full recipe packs. Where is it? Pebbles. Here it is. Quick view. Oh, actually, no. There's no sweetener in there. So, yeah, that's actually pretty impressive, like, as in sweetness for something without sweetener. Alright. It's good. But to me, it doesn't honestly taste like a Fruity Pebbles. Like, I really wish it did to me because, like, you know, I really do generally like this dude. Like, I love some of his other ones, like his shortcake. Like, that one's an awesome recipe. His unicorn milk, that's good. But honestly, to me, this really does not taste like a Fruity Pebbles. It's good, though. It's not like a bad recipe, but to me, it doesn't, like, fit the description. It does taste like a fruity vape. Maybe it's his take on Fruity Pebbles. I mean, you get like cereal notes. Like you can taste like it kind of tastes like a cereal grain to it. Mixed with the fruit. Like I don't taste anything like black cherry or anything, but like I do taste like the lemon lime in there, the blood orange. I mean, it's good for putting it together from scratch, like, but to me, it doesn't taste really like Fruity Pebbles. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I can draw from it. Now,
I've not tried it, so I can't.
If I were to rate it in accuracy, honestly, out of 1 through 10, I would say I would say 4. Because 4, like, I could see what he was going for, but to me, it doesn't quite hit the mark to my taste. Now, would I recommend this flavor? As it stands, no. The only reason is because people are going to see this, especially new DIYers, and they're going to be like, ooh, Pebbles, it's going to be a Fruity Pebbles vape. And they're going to try it, and I think they might be disappointed. But that's just my opinion. So, honestly, no. But Bull City Flavors does have excellent recipe packs other than this one that I've already reviewed. But, honestly, I can't recommend this one for my personal taste. And that's all. Like, but much love, NCM. I love you, but I just don't like this one.
Well, one thing I do admire you for is your honesty, John.
Well, I have to keep it honest. I really do. Like, I love his strawberry shortcake bar or whatever it is. And I've tried his, I think it was a unicorn milk. I even tried, he even has a birthday cake recipe that's really good. But to me, this one just doesn't hit the mark. Especially, like, maybe it's, I don't know. I don't even think it's because I'm being, like, a snob about it, because I do, like, know a lot of Fruity Pebbles vapes and a lot of those, but to me, it just doesn't hit the mark. But, I mean,
I'll let you in on a little secret.
What?
I don't mix many people's. I've mixed a couple of yours. I've mixed a couple of Wayne's. I've mixed not Charles Manson. That's probably about it. I hardly ever mix other people's. But I might be one of the people. Maybe I'm only one in a very small group, because I keep hearing people rave about it. But I don't like rhodonite.
I don't like it either.
Oh, okay. So I'm not the only one.
Oh, no.
I mean, I just heard everyone rave about it, and you see it everywhere, so I mixed it. I thought, I'm looking forward to this, and I just...
I do like his...
I didn't get it.
My favorite ones from Wayne Walker probably his Bro Nuts recipe and his Clapton Crunch. Because what happened was I found out about the Clapton one because one time I thought up that name for one of my recipes and thought I was original, and then come to find out he actually named something like that. I'm like, oh, I'm not original. And then I tried his recipe, and it was actually pretty good.
His All Day Vape is like strawberries and cream. I don't know if it still is his All Day Vape from a year or two ago. I mixed that one, and that was really nice.
I think I offended some people, because right after I reviewed that, we dropped some viewers.
Well, you can only be honest, John. I mean, other people may vape it. Well, obviously, some people love the shit out of it, because it made Recipe of the Year.
Exactly, and like it's like this. It's like, at least I know I told the truth and I kept it real, so I can sleep good at night. That's all I'm saying.
Right, and I'm sure
probably to
not
some
Charles
people,
Manson wouldn't mind either. I mean, it's not for everybody.
But see, there's some people who would probably love this, so it's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? See, at the same time, I hate
me ask you something.
Not liking stuff because I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but like at some point I have to be truthful, in my opinion, right?
All right, let me ask you something now. I've just made a brand new Fruity Crunch recipe. Fruity Crunch. It's in your RDA. Now take a shot and tell me what you think. Get your mind thinking of a Fruity Crunch recipe, and then see if that... I'll tell you why, because sometimes I forget what's in my RDA, and I'll take a hit of it, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Is it a nice vape? Is it like a nice fruity vape?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm not saying it's a bad vape.
That's what I wanted to know.
No, I'm saying it's not to its description. Like, I don't...
Right.
When I vape this, I don't think Fruity Pebbles. Like... It's a nice fruity vape, and it has like cereal reminiscence, but like I know Fruity Pebbles and how it tastes, and to me, these other recipes have gotten closer than this one. But maybe I'm judging it too hard because I love Fruity Pebbles vapes and I've made a lot of them.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
But it's not bad. It's just I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to keep like, nailing it.
We don't want to flog a dead horse.
I don't want to like keep nailing the nail in the coffin. Like it's just not for me.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, that's how. See, now people know that if you're reviewing something, it is what it is. So, yeah, I know when Liquid Barn sent me some stuff, and I did say to him, I said, "If you want me, you sure you want me to review it? Because I'll give you an honest review." And they said, "That's what we want." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, but honestly,
But
I wish
but
it
I
was,
did like it. So
I wish it was like somebody's recipe who pissed me off or something, and then I could say it. But it's somebody I actually
well,
really
try one
like.
of mine.
You don't piss me off though.
I haven't started yet, John.
No, but like, you know what I mean. Like, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
he's a good dude too. Like, he has plenty of great recipes out there, and he is considered definitely one of the top mixers in the community.
He is. I don't know. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, this mixer, yeah, he's well known. He's well known." I know the people that come in here. There's, I know Train Sonic who comes in here, puts out a bunch of good mixes.
Yeah, he does.
Zesty Vapes was in here earlier. You know, I know those people, but people that don't come to the channel, I wouldn't know any of them. But I know who Not Charles Manson is because I see his shit everywhere, and he's known as probably one of the best out there. Anyway, let's move on.
All right, so let's talk about what we're mixing.
I don't know. I feel like doing something like really obscure. Somebody did say make something with TFA pistachio, and I thought that was funny. I thought, you bastard, what, you know, why pick that? You know, because it is a funny one. But we could certainly take something like that and run with it. But I'm just trying to think of something just different. And somebody did say something about gingerbread, which I wouldn't mind having a go at. I kind of like it. Good night, Nikki. Great to have you here.
Good night, Nikki. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, for me, gingerbread, the pistachio is kind of be a fun one. I don't know what we'd build around it, but let's see if something else.
I don't know. I was thinking like
marzipan. Something,
marzipan,
just something,
wow.
just
no,
licorice.
You know what I really want to mix up, and I don't want to say it's really like crazy, but it is a flavor that I want to like mix up since I got it, and it's with Capella peanut butter.
I have it. I detest it,
Oh,
but I will mix it with you because we may come up with some. I tried it once, and I didn't like it.
Because I haven't mixed with it yet, but I've tried it, and I smelt it like off the back of my hand and all that, and to me, it reminds me of like a confectionery like peanut butter. Like, so
right.
I'm thinking if we can make some kind of like really creamy vape with it, like maybe ice cream or custard, it might turn out really good.
I think creaming it up and sweetening it up a little bit would probably work.
Oh, well, sweet.
Because I didn't like it. It was very bitter. But then I think I tried it. Maybe I tried it too much. I think I tried it on the back of my hand and thought it tastes like shit. And I think I put it in a recipe and I didn't like it. But then that could have been what I put it with as well. Knowing me, I probably tried for a chocolate peanut butter and probably fucked the chocolate up at the same time.
Yeah.
So, knowing my track record with chocolate, that's probably it. So, yeah. Let's go around that.
Okay, apparently Juan Costello says he lets his Pebbles by Not Charles Manson steep for 6 weeks. He said the stuff's really good, but it's not exactly a Pebbles vape. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad at all. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not what I was expecting. Like, when you call something Pebbles and you're like Fruity Pebbles, like, that's what I have in my mind, and that just wasn't it for me. But it does taste good, and I bet there's a lot of people who do love it. Oh, is Gizzard Stew here? Somebody said Giz. Oh, if he is, what's up? What's up, Giz? What's going on, man? Alright, so, yeah, why don't we try to do something like really peanut buttery and creamy?
Yeah, well, someone said peanut butter milkshake, but do you go to Dairy Queen?
Yep.
If you had one of their Reese's Flurries? Reese's Blizzard, sorry, not a Flurry. McFlurries are them.
No, but what I was thinking is actually like a peanut butter ice cream. So
yeah, just exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
and that is really nice. And peanut butter ice cream milkshake. But I think ice cream, it'd go nice in there with some vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah, so how about let's like layer in a whole bunch of like different like peanut butter and some vanillas and some ice cream.
Right, you want to go with just the one peanut butter? I think I've only got two. I think I got TFAs. I think because
Honestly,
I kind of gave up. I just want to go with the one and not make it too.
Yeah, and the reason
see
why
if we can make it work.
Yeah, because I think TFA peanut butter is like totally different. Like what I'm getting from it is, to me, it tastes more confectionery. Like it's more like a sweet peanut butter, where if we put the right ingredients with it, it might actually turn out that way, opposed to TFA, where it seems to me a little bit more dry, a little bit more harsh. So I mean, again, I haven't mixed with it yet, but to me that's what I'm getting from it. So I think if we mix it with the proper creams and like the proper like vanillas, I think it might turn out really good, and sweetener, of course.
Right. The one thing with it is very strong.
Okay.
I remember that. It's something, especially with an ice cream, which is kind of a delicate thing anyway. We don't want to be overpowering it too much, you know. It is quite strong. I can't remember what percentage I used it at last time, but yeah.
Well, we won't go. We don't have to go crazy high, and then what we can do is we vape it. And if we feel like it needs more, we can just pour some more in.
Yeah. Well, we kind of worked it out last time, didn't we? By talking out amongst ourselves, and we made butter snatch.
Yeah.
Which we did say we were going to give it a. Oh, we said a 2 week, didn't we? Has it been 2 weeks? Yes, we made it on your channel, didn't we?
What?
Butter snatch.
Yeah.
So that's 2 weeks ago. It's been steeping 2 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. And we tried it last week on your channel. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to try it after 2 weeks. So I don't know if you want to do that right now or do it after we've mixed, but I found mine.
Let's see. I think that's right here.
I'll have to get an RDA real quick. Hopefully, well, actually, no, I've got the coilless one, the wickless one. Coilless one wouldn't work with it. What have I got in here? This will work just fine. I had Devon custard in it. So what we've got here, folks, this is what we made 2 weeks ago on John's channel, this live feed. And we made something called butter snatch, which someone said, oh, try a nice butterscotch recipe. So that's what we've done. We came up with this. We came up with what I think is a great base, and John thought the same. Them pajamas, you're right, Zesty. I wear them every time. I can stand if you want and kind of put a leg up, but yeah, we made this butterscotch recipe, and it come out. And we thought this is just a great base. It was really nice and smooth. It vaped really well, and that was shaking and vaping it. So John he wanted something extra in his, and he done apple filling. Is that right, John?
Yeah, apple filling.
And then for some reason, I just thought strawberry taffy. I want strawberry taffy in it. So we both got something different. The base itself is excellent, though. All right, vape that dry. Now we're ready.
All right.
Look how foggy this room is now. This is a big ass room as well.
Mine's probably pretty bad too.
Okay, here we go. This is after 2 weeks. That is delicious. That is really different. I wouldn't have thought of doing it. I don't know why I thought of strawberry taffy, but you get the strawberry bit, and then you get all that butterscotch and taffy and everything else on the back end. It's like strawberry in, butterscotch out. It's not often I get a vape like that. Normally I get everything on the XL, but I don't get the strawberry on the XL.
Yeah, even this one. This one's a winner, for sure. That apple filling from Flavora, it's just, you can't beat it.
I did buy it, and I haven't used it yet. I need a bit of tissue, because I filled this RDA up and it's come out the air hole.
It's so good. It's like that apples. It's like this apple cinnamon like mix that's just like again, I always say this in my streams, but it's true. It reminds me of my Aunt Becky's apple pizzas, and they're like this pastry thing, and it's exactly what it is. It tastes like freshly sliced cinnamon. I mean, sorry, freshly sliced apples with cinnamon in it, and with that butterscotch and custard base, it's just amazing.
Yep, caramelized apples. Yep. Yeah. John Quinn, you love your strawberry taffy. I've seen it a couple of times. John, the reason is because of him. It's because of John over there that I tried strawberry taffy. And when I tried it, he said how good it was. This was a while ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had to try it. And as soon as I tried it, I bought a big bottle of it. I love the stuff.
Yeah, me too. That one's definitely one of the flavors that I get in a big size because it's just so good. All right, so we're doing peanut butter for sure from Capella.
Thanks, Joe Russell. That looks TFA peanut butter at 7%. I don't even know if I've used it yet. I think I bought it just to try another peanut butter, and I don't think I've got round to using it. That sounds.
I really have a feeling about this. I'm telling you.
What's that? What are you sniffing?
No, it's the peanut butter. It reminds me of like a sweet confectionery peanut butter. And actually, it's funny because before I had this, like I had these. It was kind of like these peanut butter wafers. You know how you can get like out of the vanilla wafers or the strawberry wafers. It has like the filling and then wafers on the outside. Well, I got ones that had peanut butter in it, and this reminds me exactly of that.
Yeah, it does smell. Yeah, do you know what? Great. That is a great way of explaining that. As soon as you told me that, it's do they have them over here? The peanut butter wafers?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You said wafer, and I heard you say wafer, and I heard you say peanut. Yeah, that's what. What are they called, John? Are they just called peanut butter wafers, or
from what I know? Yeah.
I don't know if there was like a actual name for them.
No.
Like a brand name.
No, I think you're thinking of Ritz, but they're not like that. It's not.
No. These are like a puffy wafer. Don't they look like a waffle kind of thing?
Yes. Yeah, on the outside, and usually they come in bricks, and they come off in little pieces. Yeah.
Nutter butter cookies, as well as someone's saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's another good one. Nutter butter. And not nut butter.
Sounds like
nut butter is completely different. Yeah, it's nutter butter. Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, that's exactly what it smells like.
Big Cleric says someone said flavor peanut butter, and TPA peanut butter is a great 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah.
Holy shit, John! It's so fucking strong.
I think.
God damn. To me, that is just like bang.
Well, see, this is different. It's not like there's two different things when it comes to strength and flavors, and there's an actual like really concentrated flavoring, or two, it has a high alcohol content, and I think this one's alcohol.
It is, and you are. Do you know what? That's a good thing to talk about, actually. Is some of these flavors, like this one here, it is knockout alcohol.
Yeah.
And like you said, the actual flavor itself, how strong is that in the background?
Yeah.
Or you've got to wait for it to go, for the alcohol to go out of your mouth.
Yeah, like I don't think it's
not as strong as probably what you think.
Yeah, exactly. I think the alcohol is what kicks you in the butt when you're trying to stuff the hands. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's going on, Donnie B Vaping? How's it going, buddy? All right, so maybe it's not as strong as we initially thought, but it's definitely gonna take some time to steep out that alcohol.
Okay, so we got peanut butter.
Now, what do you want to use for ice cream? Now, I have all different vanilla ice creams. I have Hanson's, I have Capella, I have TFA, I have whatever. Yep,
I've got a whole bunch. Well, I don't know if you've seen the ice cream video. I done the ice cream shootout. In the end, it was Capella that won for me.
All right, so let's use Capella.
The creamiest. Okay. TFA was a close second. You know, I'm going to take all of mine to the table here, John. I'm going to sit and talk from back there. I think people can see me.
Oh.
If not, you will now.
Now do you want to also use whipped cream?
By Capella or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the vanilla whipped cream.
Okay, and now
So we're going for that kind of. We're going to go for the blizzard kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would work really well with it.
Actually, let's see if this one reminds me of it. Yeah, I was like, I got flavorless waffle cone. I'm like, was that kind of gonna get us a wafer? And it's kind of a little bit more waffle coney than waferish.
Well, let me ask you something here, John. The only time I've ever got on with chocolate was with ice cream, and I'm wondering if we can dab a little bit in here, or do you think we're risking fucking it up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the only one I've ever used that which worked really well was TFA's milk chocolate. And I have a shitload of chocolates. I mean, a ton of them.
I don't think we should do it.
Okay, no, that's good. I need your input.
Yeah, I think we should just like try to make it like a cool creamy peanut butter.
Okay.
You know, the one thing I was wondering is, do you actually want to put some butter in here?
Do you know what? I was just about to say buttercream is what I was about to say.
Buttercream. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Obviously, I'm on Capella again, but I do have other buttercreams.
No, well, we're already with Capella. Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. You know, I'm a big Capella fan.
I actually kind of prefer the buttercream from Capella over Flavor West. I do have a big thing of Flavor West, but I do like this buttercream too.
Okay, so I'm thinking we don't need to go a lot further, John.
The only other one that I was kind
of
thinking of, other than sweetener, there's one I kind of wanted to put in there.
Okay.
And let me see what you think. Shisha vanilla.
Do I have that? I don't think I do. I've got shisha lemon, shisha strawberry. I don't think I almost bought it. I put it in the cart once and took it out.
You know what? Let's try to keep it simple. Let's just keep it.
I've got vanilla swirl. I've got vanillin. I've got simply vanilla, French vanilla. I've not even used simply vanilla yet.
Simply vanilla. That's Capella too, right?
It is. Yep.
Yeah, I have that. All right.
Let me have a dab of that. See, because I know the French vanilla is very good. No, John, that's beautiful.
Yeah, let's add a little bit of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
try
dude,
that.
we're gonna have a Capella only recipe. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, and super sweet. There we go.
Yeah, cool.
Oh my God, that simply vanilla is beautiful.
All right.
Well, I'm going to grab some stuff and come back over to the table. Get some mixing stuff with me. Grab some tissue.
Move my microphone. Hopefully that's not too loud. Okay.
Oh, if I could rip bits of tissue up and completely fuck that up. All right, so we'll make that.
Bottle. Yeah. We have some VGs. And some nicotine.
Yep, VG, nicotine, pair of gloves. And you're thinking of going max VG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of it.
Who needs PG?
And I've got a nice glass bottle waiting.
Alright, so let's compile a recipe. I'm going to change my screen up and show you e-liquid recipes.
I'll point down towards my pajamas. There.
Okay.
I think it was my wife that bought these. It might have been my daughter. I never wear pajamas ever, except these. I hate the sleeping pajamas.
Alright, I'm gonna change my desktop so they can see me enter the recipe in.
Oh, damn, my hands are too clammy for this. You know what, I'm going to put these on when I'm ready for Nick.
We need a title.
Okay, what have we got? We got peanut. Well, let's just call it nut butter. That's what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, we might as well.
Nut butter.
No. Nut your butt.
Nut your butt. That's what Zesty come up with, wasn't it? Nut your butt.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he did, yeah.
Wait, so did he already use it or no? Or nut in the butt?
Nut in the butt.
Alright, let's do that.
Nut in the butt.
Nut in the butt. Because, why not? Alright,
okay,
so
let me get the calculator up.
You're going to do 3 milligram.
Right, new recipe. Nut in the butt.
Do max VG. The first flavor. Peanut butter. Yeah, sorry for the loud typing, guys. I have a mechanical keyboard. Still haven't got another one yet. My bad.
Alright, so first off, peanut butter. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're doing peanut butter
Get
first.
it out of my flavor stash here. Peanut butter Capella.
So yeah, I think we should go higher with it because I think the alcohol content's throwing us off, and when you actually taste the flavor itself, it doesn't come across as that strong.
Not just that, it's got a lot of ice cream and it's got a lot of cream and a lot of vanilla to compete against as well.
So it's gonna bog it down. So I have a number in my head, but it's kind of high. So what do you think? You go first.
I was thinking something 3 to 4, which I think is pretty high. But you've got something higher than that, haven't you?
Yeah, I do.
How much higher?
Well, because once we layer all the creams in there, it's really going to mask shit up. And I was thinking more like 6.
Okay.
Because I think what's going to happen is we're going to put all these creams in there, and then all the alcohol is going to steep out, and it's going to mask it. But
all right, I'm going to go with you on this one.
I've never used this flavor before, though.
It's one of... Well, the smell of it... I mean, it tastes like it smells, but let me just dab it again, because I'm wondering if 6 is a bit too much. I'm wondering if 5's going to be a bit better. Remember, we can always add some more.
Yeah, that's true, too.
It's just got so much damn alcohol in it.
Yeah, I know. But see, like, once the alcohol subsides, it seems like kind of a mellow flavoring itself. That's what I'm saying.
Let's go 5. If we need to go up from there, we will.
Sounds good. Alright, so 5% on peanut butter. So next, shall we do buttercream?
Yep.
Okay.
For some reason, the peanut butter didn't go in, so let's try it again. There we go. Alright, so the next one's buttercream. Now, buttercream is very rich. I wouldn't, for me, John, I wouldn't go much more than like 1%. It's kind of an offering in there.
I concur.
I don't think buttering up the ice cream is going to be. I just think it'd just be there just to.
No, I just think
kind
it
of put that bit of butter with the peanut butter.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good idea. All right, so next up we will do. Let's do the vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
And I've got a number in my head for this.
I was thinking 4.
I was going to do that up at the camera as well. I was just about to go like that. I was going to say, don't look at the camera. But no, 4 is what I would go for. I normally
all I can see is
go with round about 4 with it.
All I can see is my recipe right now, so they can't even see you.
Oh, you can? Okay.
No, well, because usually.
Well, that's good. Well, I'll do that then. I'll put the percentage that I think up with fingers in front, and unless I do 0.5%, then I'll have to cut one finger off.
All right, so let's follow that up with let's do vanilla whipped cream.
Okay. This one I'm not so worried about it masking anything because although it's got the vanilla in it, I don't think it's really that strong a vanilla. I don't think, and the cream is subtle.
Yeah, to me, it just kind of gives you like a little bit of vanilla in there.
Yeah,
And then kind of like this taste to it. It's not really much of like a.
It's really just going to help it cream it up, I think. I mean, for me, this is what I would do, and you can't see.
2%.
See, look, that's what I've got up. I've got 2 fingers up in front of the camera.
Okay, well, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so vanilla whipped cream, 2%.
All right, vanilla whipped cream right there. Okay.
Now, simply vanilla.
Now, this one is sweet, and it's vanilla. Oh, man, it's beautiful. It is quite strong.
Okay.
But I think it's going to really add to the peanut butter. But it's... I
would say between 0.5 to 1% on this.
Yeah, I think so. The same thing, I wouldn't go above 1. I think we should just do half.
Yeah.
Let's do half and not... Because right now, even that little bit, I've still got a mouthful of vanilla.
It's good, though. I just did the same thing. I'm like, that's good. Alright.
Oh, I've got to pick it.
This is kind of exactly what it says, though. It is simply vanilla. It's not really creamy. It's not really like anything. It's just like vanilla flavor.
Right. I don't know if I've got... Oh, no, I do have it in it. Alright, simply vanilla. And then we got super sweet.
Yep. And
now, we may have a difference of opinion on this one.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say 0.5, but I'm going to go 1.
I'll
go. I'll go.
You want to meet me in the middle?
No. I'm going to go half this time. You know, because I can deal with half. I just like to be greedy and do 1. So half is still good for me. So I'm good with half. But you know me. I like my sweetness.
Yeah.
Anthony said JFM make yours and DIY make yours. Then see. No, well, we're kind of doing this where we work together, but we can probably do that in another show.
Yeah. Do you know what? The next one, when we do on mine next week, that's what we do. We get the same flavors, but we won't tell each other what the recipe is.
Yeah, you know what? That would be awesome because, okay, so how about on my channel, since we've already done it, my channel will work together on a recipe, and on your channel, we'll work with the same flavors, but make our own recipes and then compare them.
Sounds good.
That sounds awesome. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yay, activities. Okay.
All right, well, we're good to go.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to press save. Nut in the butt. And now I'm going to switch the camera back over.
Okay.
Okay, so let me put my gloves on, and I'll actually put my scale cam on.
I'm going to put my gloves on right at the end, kind of at the end, when I do the nicotine. Because for some reason my hands are clammy. Let's get a bit of tissue on them. I washed them as well before coming up here earlier. So I've been out in the yard.
Yeah, I'm having the same issue.
Oh, that sounds good. I've seen what Sesty wrote about something. He said he's mixing a mint milkshake.
I gotta get more of those gloves from Amazon. They have nice, like, extra large black gloves. I gotta order some more. They fit nice. Alright, I'm gonna switch over the camera so I can see.
Alright, peanut butter. I'm making 30 mil, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so 1.55.
Yeah, my first one is buttercream because they rearrange it on you. That's at
it does it in alphabetical for you?
Yeah. So mine's at 1% or 0.3. No, that's in there. I gotta get closer to there. Alright. Buttercream's in.
I know I've said it before and you've said it before, but I love these droppers on Capella. The little Capella bottles.
I agree.
And I've got the bigger bottles, but I pour them into the smaller ones so I can use them from the small ones.
Okay, so next up is peanut butter from Capella. It's in at 5% or 1.58 grams.
All right, and then mine's in the order we've done it, so I'm on vanilla bean ice cream at 4%. 1.24. And then whipped cream at 2%.
I don't know, something about this peanut butter, man. It just so reminds me of those wafer things. I kind of want to buy them now. You know what? I gotta go get some groceries real quick after the stream. I'm gonna buy some, I swear.
I hope this works, because I really, like you said, the peanut butter does taste good. What I mixed it with last time just didn't work for me. And I can't remember what it was. I could probably look in my phone and find it, but... And I bet I'd done it with chocolate.
Alright, so guys, I'm just putting in simply vanilla, and this is at 0.5% or 0.15 grams.
And that's what I'm on right now as well.
Okay, followed up by super sweet, which is in at 0.5% and at 0.16 grams. Oh.
That super sweet's a lot denser.
Yeah, it is.
Because I put 5 drops of simply vanilla in to get 0.16. I just put 4 drops of super sweet in, and it's gone to 0.18.
Yep, definitely. I've realized that. Sure. Alright, so next up is vanilla bean ice cream. That's in at 4% or 1.2.
Alright, I'm going to glove up for the nicotine. Yay, went on that time.
I love that sound. Alright, followed up by, last but not least, vanilla whipped cream. It's at 2% or 0.6 grams.
It's not the sound you want to hear behind you when you're at the doctor's, though.
Alright.
Okay, nicotine time.
Nicotine, I don't even need to look.
God, my scales will
0.93.
not tear out for some reason.
Today I'm using 100 milligram Nic suspended MPG, so you want to make sure you shake it well. If this was suspended MVG, you'd want to make sure you shake it even more.
Yeah, that's
and make
what
sure
I just
you
done.
wear gloves and keep it off your skin and keep it out of reach of children and pets. This is the most serious part of mixing your own DIY e-liquid, and just take it slow and serious. This is the hardest part of making your own liquid. Well, actually, it's the most dangerous part of making your own liquid. There we go. Okay.
Okay, I'll just make sure that that is clean. Got bits of torn off tissue all over the place now.
Alright, and for the VG, I need 31.78 grams.
It's all gone quiet.
Yeah. Must be finding your VG too.
Oh, I went 32.5. I went flying over.
For some reason, every time people pour VG, at least when I do, I'm always quiet. Alright, so I'm going to switch up the cameras so you can see us, and then I'm going to mix with the Norpro mixer. So
Yep, I'm in the middle of doing that, and then I'll put the camera up. Well, take the gloves off, put the camera up. I'll give this bitch a go. Gotta put new batteries in this thing.
yeah, just put new batteries in it to godsend.
Yeah, it's one hell of a difference, isn't it?
Yep. You know when your Norpro's going, Dad. Believe me. just in case you guys want to know what these Norpros are, they're cool little handy dandy mixers that make mixing your e-liquid a lot easier and inside the bottle, so there's less mess to clean up. And you can get these using the link in the description from Amazon.com. They're dirt cheap. I think you can get them between $3 and $6 depending if there's a sale going on right now. But definitely one of the staple things to have in your DIY arsenal that just make things a little bit easier.
Alright, I'm going to have a quick tidy up before I taste test. Let's turn these damn scales off. I'm going to take everything back to the table. Oh, better put a label on it as well.
I don't know, I'm smelling it. I don't know, something tells me you could have gone higher.
What, with the peanut butter?
Yeah.
Well, we'll soon know.
Yeah, well, we gotta taste it. I mean, it could be wrong.
I'll leave the peanut butter out on the table here, just ready. What am I doing? Vanilla whipped cream.
Gizzard stew, pickles are hot. Or no, pickles and hot. Okay, get the little dropper. Let me find an RDA.
Oh, I better. I don't know if I want to. You got a fresh RDA there? You shit.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I'm wondering what I should rewick.
Yeah.
This is pretty fucking nasty.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a proper taste test.
Yeah, alright. Guess we're re-wicking. Re-wicking with the
That's what we done last time, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. Alright.
Alright. So.
Yeah, plus these things need a good re-wicking anyways.
This is the one that I re-wicked with you on my channel last time, I think.
Oh, I like re-wick like every day.
Yeah, I only use this one 2 or 3 times a week though.
Me, I'm constantly like having different flavors are always around me, so I'm just like grabbing which each and every one.
Right.
I don't know. I should probably be more organized with it, but.
Well, look. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how my table looks all the time. That's what I'm vaping on, basically. All of those different things there. I never know which one to pick up next. And sometimes they just sit there until they go a very nasty dark colour and I'll throw them away. Well, that's quite a dry burn. Caught fire to it.
Gotta love that sweetener.
Well, damn, still alight.
I know, mine too. Yours too, really?
Yeah, I've not even got my finger on the button and it's still lit. There we go. I'm gonna have to wait a bit. That's really gone quiet.
Okie dokie. Gotta get the cotton.
Oh, where's my little prodder?
What are they
You know, actually, I need
about?
to make a new prodder. I need some 24 gauge Canthal.
No. They're talking about pickle loops? Pickle and cheesecake?
Pickle and cheesecake?
I don't know, man. Talking some strange stuff in the chat.
Pickle and cheesecake, that would be Well, sometimes you just got to look at this weird shit. Sometimes it works. There we go. I've got a new prodder. God, this is quite the quietest we've ever been, John.
I know. Yeah, don't worry. We're only going to be quiet for 2 seconds. We're just re-wicking real quick. Shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, if somebody's just come in and don't know what's going on, this must look weird as shit.
Yeah, they're probably just like, dude.
Yeah, we're just both like looking down. They're probably thinking, oh God, what did they just say?
They must be praying.
Oh, since Cincinnati King, I don't know what happened to it. I lost it. It used to be on the side here, and it was like that was my tool. I don't know what happened to it. I might find it one day in somewhere. It's probably in a travel bag or something.
What are you talking about?
I used to have a little piece of 24 gauge Canthal that I used to poke my wicks in with.
Yeah.
And the damn thing was about, I don't know, a year and a half old. And it was just the same one that I always used. It was always sat on the table. Now I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, I think I remember watching like one of your videos and you were talking about that.
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it, that you just keep something like that and then you've had it so long that you don't want to throw it away. It's just a piece of wire. I've got like hundreds of feet more of it, but it wasn't that one piece, that one special piece.
Have you ever thought it was kind of strange that a piece of wire like ingrained itself so deeply into your heart?
I know. It doesn't take much for me, John.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, it's good in life when the small things get you excited. It really is.
That's right.
I mean, because you gotta have appreciation for the small things.
That's what I say to my wife when we have sex. Said to her, you've got to have appreciation for the small things. God, this is too quiet. You could hear a mouse fart. Well, you might hear a gerbil or a rat fart because I got both of them in the room.
Or you could just listen to the crickets.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep that bit of Canthal there. That's going to be the new one.
All right. We're like the same speed at RDAs.
Right.
Alrighty. I'm gonna drip it. Drip it, drip it.
Okay. Load this bitch up.
Sorry for the silence, guys. I apologize. I mean, it's probably like the really boringest part for you guys.
Well, I think they're all chatting.
Oh, well, that's
to
good.
themselves. Oh, Claret Vapor said, or in your foot. I know what he's talking about, that piece of 24 gauge Canthal. I'll tell you what, most of you will know this anyway, you've all done it. But, oh, why did it not show that? Okay, shows it now. You've obviously all stepped on a piece of Canthal before, and you never want to do it again. It's nasty. I remember making so many coils when I first started out with RDAs, just one after the other, and always used to lose a little bit of wire on the floor right underneath this chair, and then you end up getting it stuck in your foot, and then you learn your lesson real quick. God damn, I put more juice on myself than I do in the RDA, I swear it.
I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm ready if I can get this juice off of me. Alright. Put the cap on.
Alright, ready for the real one? Alright.
Yep, here we go. I'm still not sure about that peanut butter. It is strong. I think it'll steep out okay, but do you know what I mean? It is, to me, it's just peanut butter. It's like putting my finger in a peanut butter jar and scooping it up, but it does actually taste nice this time. Yeah, not so sure about this one. I mean, it's peanut butter. I must admit that when you said about Capella's, I was like, I didn't like it, but this is a very, very close peanut butter.
Like, I think the biggest problem here is that frickin' alcohol.
Yeah, I think what it needs to do, I think after a steep, we'll try it next week, and then we'll try it the week after, and probably with the ice cream anyway, it'd be better after about 3 weeks. But I think that peanut butter will start coming down.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the alcohol's in it.
I think that alcohol is making it a little bit like that peanut butter taste a little bit harsher than it's supposed to be.
It is on the harsh side for a cream.
And I think what's gonna happen is that peanut butter is gonna like become like less harsh, and it's gonna become like more of a creamy peanut butter, like of course with the ice creams and all that, but like you can like taste it with the peanut butter itself. It tastes like there's something else there that's making it a little bit harsh, and I think it's the alcohol for sure.
Well, yeah. Well, the main thing is vaping it. I can't say, oh, I still don't like that peanut butter, because actually I do. It's quite nice. So the shake and vape is okay. So normally when you've got that, it can only get better when it steeps.
Yeah, like it's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, dude, it's shit right off the bat. Like it's not shit. It's just not one of those things that are shake and vape. It's not one of those things that like you're gonna shake and vape and think it's gonna be the best thing you've ever tasted before. It's not like one of those. It's like one of those where you know that it needs the process and stuff still needs to happen. Like it's a difference between, say for example, the butter snatch. Okay, the butter snatch. We tasted it. We knew it was awesome. The only thing that needed to develop was the custards and make it a little bit thicker and everything to melt together. This, it's kind of different. You can taste it. It tastes like it's promising, but it tastes like it needs time to like less harshen down because there's a lot of alcohol-based flavor in there.
Yeah, the peanut butter's strong. And like I said, we'll see what it's like after it steeps. But one thing I will say is I can be a little bit more confident using this peanut butter now, because I completely stayed away from it. It is actually a very nice peanut butter. And I've got to make sure that nobody comes in and sees what this label is. I have to make sure I steep that in a place. Well, come on. Focus, camera. Focus. What's wrong with you? It will not focus. Oh, well, but it says nut in the butt on the label. Why won't it focus? Come on. Ah, fuck it. That's strange. It's autofocus, and it's... Now, when you fill up the screen like that, it should do it.
The deal with this recipe, guys, is I still want to see what happens, as I've never used this peanut butter flavor before. So I do want to wait till it steeps out and see how it turns out. So I don't want to release it yet. But if you guys watch the stream, you know exactly what's in it. I'm like 80% confident that this actually might turn out to be really good. Mm-hmm. But there's 20% where that peanut butter might not die down, or it just might be a nasty aftertaste, which I don't want to be like, oh yeah, hey, try this recipe, it's great, and it's fucking shit.
Right. Well, we'll see what he's like in a couple of weeks. We'll try him next week and the week after.
Yeah, because what we'll do is on our stream next week. Well, next week we'll be doing our own different recipes with the same flavors, but we can still try it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's definitely better than what I came up with last time on it, because I did not like the peanut butter. But this time it actually tastes like peanut butter.
Yeah, like when I taste it, I taste promise.
But the aftertaste is still like that waffle. Not waffle, biscuit, whatever you wanted to call it. The cookie. The wafer. The wafer. That was it. Not waffle, wafer.
Yeah.
It does taste like that. Do you know what? I bet you, John, if we'd see what this comes out like, because then we'd get a gauge on the peanut butter. But I bet you sometime in the future we could get we could do that waffle, that peanut butter cookie.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that seems like
add a bit of cookie to it, a bit of waffle.
I think a
Yeah,
sugar cookie would go good in that.
I think so.
See, if that harshness goes away and it is the alcohol and it does taste like smooth, like I think, then there's a lot of stuff I could see myself doing with that flavor. It's good.
All right. Cincinnati King. It's they're just normal Claptons. I can't remember what the core is and what the outer is, but they're just normal Claptons. Of course, this thing won't focus. As always, we could have a good look in there.
Oh, see you later, Zesty. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by and watching.
Later, Zesty.
Yeah, and I'm still rocking this strawberry biscuit, man. Just can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Chris B, how you doing? Well, I'm wondering what to put on top of this now. I may just go for the S and C. Well, no, let's go for the donut. Let's go for the F for a donut.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna whip up a couple donut recipes after this. All this talking about donuts makes me want to have a couple on standby.
This one needs the steep, but it was really good shaking and vaping it, so I'm gonna have to steal a little bit of it. Holy crap, John! It's 9 o'clock.
I know.
Where did that time go?
I know, seriously.
It's insane.
Alright. Well, I actually got a couple of things I have to do tonight, so I think I'm about good to wrap it up.
Okay. I think I'm about done. I think I'm going to get an early night, because I haven't had one in such a long time.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I gotta run to the market at 9 o'clock at night.
No, that's the best time to go.
Yeah.
I like to go to if I buy a TV, and it's not online. I want to go down to Walmart and pick up a big screen TV. I'll go there 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow.
That is when I bought the one which is right next to me over here, a 65-inch TV. I went at 3 o'clock in the morning with a pickup truck and bought the bitch.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. I'm a night owl. I'm used to like all those third shifts and all that. So.
Right, because you walk in there and everyone that's there is either stocking shelves or ready to help you. You know.
Yeah.
Just go in there. There's no bullshit. There's no lines to wait in.
Don't have to deal with people.
Yep.
Yeah,
and be done with it.
All right, guys. So, again, DIY Vapor. Thank you so very much for coming on. I do love these live streams. It's really fun collaborating with you every week. I really do like it. As for all you guys, thank you so very much for watching. Make sure you guys support the community, support your local content creators such as DIY Vapor. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure you subscribe to him. There's also excellent people in the chat such as Gizzard Stew, Joshua Vapes, Country Living sometimes is out there. Just a whole bunch of them. I don't want to miss any, but you guys know who they are. Just go subscribe to them. Go check out their content. They have a lot of cool stuff about DIY or just general vape stuff. Also, if you guys need anything for your DIY arsenal, check out the links in the description below. There's a lot of great deals down there, like such as the JFM 15 code from Liquid Barn, which will save you 15% off, or the JFM 10 code, which will save you 10% off your purchase from Bull City Flavors. If you want to support JFM Development, put a like and subscribe on this video. But if you want to go above and beyond, check out my Patreon account or PayPal. Definitely helps out the channel. Whatever you put in goes right back in, and you can get some cool rewards for doing it. Anything you want to put in?
Nope. Just it's a pleasure being here, John. And I seriously, I don't want to get all teary and everything, but I really, really do like these collaborations. It's a lot of fun.
I really do too. I consider you a good friend. You're like my DIY homie.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, guys.
Thanks everyone, and me and John will be on. Actually, proper English. John and I will be on my channel next Wednesday, and I'm not around the weekend, so I won't be doing a Saturday night for definite. I could possibly do Sunday, but I'm going to try and do Friday night. I'll try and do a live one Friday night, but I can't promise. But that's what I want to do, so I don't miss the weekend out. But anyway, I don't want to take no more of your time up, John. But thanks very much, bud. And if I don't see you before, I'll see you Wednesday.
All right, and guys, thank you. Thank each and every one of you who always come back to these streams, who support my videos, who throw the likes on the videos, who comment on the videos. You guys are the best. Without you, this wouldn't be worth it. Okay, so really, thank you, and I mean that.
Oh, one last thing. V-Dog, there was Stuart. Stuart went into timeout for 300 seconds. John put him in there. He didn't do anything wrong. John just thought he needed to go in there. Right, John?
Yeah, no, it's just a running little gag that we have on between streams. It's nothing serious. It's just a joke.
No, but it was funny.
All right, again. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Later.
Bye.